Hello? Is anybody there?
1, 2, 3, testing. Hello. Back to you in the studio.
Unironically, I have no idea if he just ear raped the mic right now, but it's fine. It's fine. Hi. What are we doing? Also, we're testing out my old mic just to see if this would be better to use instead of this. So that way, not one of us is cutting out. So, if you can just let us know if this sounds okay, or if we need to like turn the volume down or up or anything, that would be greatly appreciated.
Thumbs up for if it sounds good, thumbs down if it sounds bad.
Or that as well. That as well. But other than that, how we doing, chat? How we doing? Which, yes, happy first day of Pride Month, by the way.
Happy Vegeta Pride.
Vegeta Pride?
Yes, Vegeta Pride.
What is Vegeta Pride?
Dragon Ball stuff.
Oh.
And that joke I stole from Cody.
Cody who?
Cody. Friend, Cody.
Which Cody?
No, not Cody that I'm not aware of.
Maybe I do.
Never mind it.
I have a feeling I know which Cody he's talking about. The mic sounds fine, doing good. Okay. Good. Awesome. Which, by the way, I would mention this right now. If it wasn't aware. But let me lower this thing. Well, now we just look short as fuck.
Maybe it's the best. You know it's the best. Already on that. That works.
Sure.
I don't know, the angle is definitely weird.
Alright. But yeah, by the way, just well, let me stop the music just so I make this perfectly clear. Just so you're aware, if you're LGBTQ plus, any of that, just know this is a safe place. We support you all the way. If there's someone out there that doesn't, fuck them. Just want to make that perfectly clear, if that wasn't clear already.
Yup. 2025. Cut the bullshit.
True.
Get out of that closet and ignore those dumbasses.
Well, depending on the situation, maybe... Oh. I'm trying to say, if you are just straight, that's fine. But if you are gay, please, yes, come out of the closet.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I know what you're trying to say. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do know what you're trying to say.
Okay, then we're perfectly clear.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes, I do understand.
Okay, then why are we talking about it like that?
I don't know, man.
Anyways!
Man, that felt like a Smiling Fred segment for a second.
I have not seen the show.
I should show you it. It is good.
I've been curious about the show. I cannot lie.
I have Max, so I could stream it to you.
Sheesh, okay.
Yeah, something we can watch.
Yeah, we can do that after you force me to watch The Last of Us 2. Help.
How was Momocon? Well, we'll let you know in a moment, right? We'll let you know.
We're just giving a moment for people to show up.
We can have. I like having background music.
Sure.
Yes. You know, just to test real quick. Can anyone let me know if it sounds like I'm ear raping by doing it like this? That would be greatly appreciated. Are you about to pull up the stream just so we can hear for our own selves?
They cannot hear it, but we heard it.
Yeah, we heard. We definitely heard, so good to know. Good to know, past me.
Yikes.
Oof.
Maybe we want to lower a little the microphone volume down there.
Yeah, maybe let's just like...
Guys, it's literally about to hit the freaking red right there.
Yeah, holy shit. Okay. Like this, I think it's fine.
Yeah.
At least for now. Alright, well, goodbye then. But yeah, chat. Why don't we move on to why we're actually here? Shall we? Hey,
No.
kid. Oh, okay. What are we actually doing here, sir?
I don't know. We're doing a podcast.
This is a podcast?
This is now a podcast.
Okay, I did not know this going into this, but sure. But what is our podcast about, sir?
Well, clearly about Momocon.
Okay, so literally what we're just about to do anyway.
Exactly. I'm just wanting to waste your time.
Why are you wanting to waste my time?
Because it's kind of my job. I signed the paper.
What paper?
The ones that your parents gave me.
They gave you paper?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, when you were washing your hands at the McDonald's like a few days ago, they gave me a paper to sign saying waste your time. And I signed that completely. I didn't read the note, but I only saw that it said I had to waste your time. So that was good enough for me. I don't know what the rest said. So Momocon, am I right?
Momocon, yes! Jesus Christ. The Super Nico podcast, aka the worst podcast in the world? Sure. Anyway.
Alright. Time for
this thing.
Super got freaking Mike Wazowski, and it's hilarious to me.
I did.
Yo, the Momocon 2025 experience by SuperChaoticToonz and FNAF.
So whatever name that is we're covering, ignore them. Ignore them entirely.
Alright.
But yeah. I'm also just gonna make sure that we can easily music while we're doing this. There we go. You think this is good?
It's the setup, alright.
I would like to know if it's a good one. What are you doing? Okay. Also, artwork made by FNAF Nico. I forgot the credit, but it's made by this dude right here.
Yeah. That's me. The one dude.
So just realized you're kind of like not in
Yeah,
front.
I am
yeah,
like far
yeah,
away.
okay, yeah. Come closer.
Please, this is also my stream technically.
Yeah, it is technically your stream as well.
Yeah, we still have 2 more to do.
Also true. Alright. Anyway. Welcome to our Google Slide presentation about Momocon. AKA talking about the Momocon 2025 experience. By me and this loser right here.
Yeah, I'm a loser, you're also a loser.
I know, but I wanted to call you specifically a
Yeah,
loser.
but you gotta make it more official, loser and the loser, you know?
Then it would just be the losers podcast. And
Yeah,
that's not
exactly.
boring.
That's our Isn't that the plan of our podcast? Loser 1, loser 2?
I literally did not know this was a podcast until a couple of minutes ago.
Well, step your game, man.
Step up my game. Okay. Anyway.
There's no script to all of that. I'm saying this right now.
No, literally. We know somewhat what we're talking about, but other than that, this is literally on the fly, just talking about the experience.
Yeah.
So enjoy our chaos. Anyway.
Loser chaotic too. I agree.
You're a mod, ban them.
Now, hold on.
Okay, I'm holding on to my seat.
Exactly. Anyway, let's continue. Might be onto something, alright?
Onto what? Bitch?
I'm just saying, they might be onto something. Let them cook.
What do you
Let them
mean?
cook.
What do
Let
you
them
mean?
cook.
What do you mean?
Trust me. Let them cook.
I will not let them cook. Ban them. Ban their bitch ass. Anyways, this is the Momocon 2025 experience with SuperChaoticToonz and FNAF Nico.
Yeah.
Starting to... Jeez, this is gonna be fun. You know what, let me... I'll do this on the chair. Anyways, to start out, you know, first let's switch out the music. Let's make this official. And I know which music to always go with a classic.
Bro.
Yep. Alright. Here we go. That was your phone notification from you, I think.
Yeah, that was just...
Oh, hi, Ingy. Anyway. So, day 0. Honestly, nothing much happened on day 0 because, you know, it's day 0. Nothing really is supposed to happen.
Yeah, we were arriving on day 0, which I believe was...
It was the day before the convention started.
Wednesday. Basically.
So Wednesday, yeah.
Yeah. We had to drive like 6 hours from here to...
That, yes. From
Over
North
there.
Carolina to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yep.
Was very fun.
We really didn't do anything. We were just sleeping or watching videos, honestly.
Yeah. But after that, we decided, you know what? We're going to head to the convention center early because they allow you to pick up your badges early.
Which we did.
Yeah, we did. But, you know, real quickly. If you didn't see yet, this is our badges.
Yep.
Yes, mine has a name tag on it just because this was my old one from VidCon. So I'm like, you know what? It could become useful. Let's bring it just in case. And it turned out to be very useful.
I didn't have one because I wasn't ready for that.
Which, fair enough, honestly. Well, I wasn't prepared. But yeah, on day 0, something interesting did happen. And that the Wi-Fi was booming!
We did not test out the Wi-Fi to begin with. We just know the Wi-Fi was booming.
Exactly. Split all across the train station we were at to get from our Airbnb to the convention center. There was all of these ads in the train station just saying the Wi-Fi was booming. Everywhere you looked, this Xfinity ad, not sponsored, was just plastered all over the train station.
I feel it was a bit too much. Just a bit too much.
Yeah, just a little bit, just a tiny bit. But
Why is it booming? We have no idea, but apparently the Wi-Fi is booming there.
exactly. Just don't question it. Just don't question it.
Yeah.
But just so you're aware, yes, we did pick up our badges early.
We heard from friends, or at least he did,
that
it was better getting early badges.
Yeah.
Which it definitely saved us a lot of time.
Yes, unironically, if your convention allows you to pick up your badges early, highly recommend. You have no clue because when we were there, we arrived like technically 30 minutes later than early badge pickup. There was basically no line. Basically no line at all.
All we know that there was an accident called the Slice of 87.
Right? The freaking security guard or something was just like mentioning the entire time as we're walking through this quote-unquote line, like, hey, don't mess with the little vine ribbon thingamajiggabobbers.
Yo, Mike, what's up?
Oh, hey, Mike. But anyway. Yeah, just don't mess with the thingamajiggabobbers. We don't want a repeat of the Slice of 87.
Like, what the hell? Like, when we heard that, we were dying.
Yeah, but we just looked at each other like,
did we heard that correctly?
yeah, we heard that correctly?
Did something also happen in 87?
Apparently. We don't know what happened in 87, but apparently there was a slice. Could have been a slice of pizza, could have been a slice cut, it could have been anything.
I kind of want to know now, honestly. I need to know the lore.
Unironically, yes. What is the Momocon pickup line. Lord, that sounds so stupid saying that out loud. Oh my god.
Man, it's still a jump scare hearing your voice coming out of that body. Yeah, now you know how I look. I don't remember if you've seen the first stream.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, bye.
Anyway, so yeah, we picked up our badges, and I just felt like a security guard, so I took a picture with this lovely statue, became their bodyguard.
We didn't have any pictures with him with the badges, so we used that.
Yeah,
I at least took a little selfie with it.
which is very nice. Also, I didn't realize this. Oh, even the music swamped. I didn't realize I forgot to loop it. I wanted to capture the mouse this time around, shockingly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there we go. Now you can see where my mouse is at. Okay. Moving on. To day 1.
Again, another selfie by yours truly.
Yes. You'll be seeing a bunch of selfies from Nico as we progress through the days.
I'm just saying, they make stuff more professional.
You say professional while we're doing this through a Google slide presentation.
Exactly! There's a little effort at least put in.
A little effort. Anyways. So, we got at the convention center, and dude, this place was huge.
This place felt like an entire hotel.
Unironically.
Convention.
Like, seriously. Like, I have been to, like, VidCon. I have been to GalaxyCon.
I've been to Comic-Con Argentina, which sucks, by the way.
Well, sense for that. We have been to conventions that are, you know, big in size. This place felt huge.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. There was, like, 4 different floors to this place. In 3 different buildings. All connected. And we were only in one of them, and it felt huge.
Like, I don't think I ever done so much exercise in a building before.
Same. My legs were killed by the end of this convention.
Something else was killed during this convention. But we'll get to that later on.
I actually don't know what you're talking about when you say that. But I guess I'll find... Oh, okay. Yeah. Now I know. Anyways. Oh, and if you don't believe us, here's a video of at least the Artist Alley.
Oh,
here goes our
wallet.
I think more than our wallets will be taken away. Unironically. But look at this.
Okay, what you're seeing here is not even half of it.
Not even half of it.
It's like one of the rooms, like more over there, you could see like where all the meet and greets, to put it like that, are.
Yeah.
And more over there.
So many booths.
Oh my god, we should have shown off the map.
Oh, we should have. I still have the flyer. I still have the Momocon 25 flyer.
Lama Chica, thank you for the $5 Canadian.
Hey, thank you. Oh my goodness.
I'm playing Life for Dead 2 with add-ons, with replacing Nick with Moxie and the tank with Skip. Wait, Skip has a little skin there? That's interesting.
Oh wow, okay. Come on, there's gotta be a map one on somewhere. Yeah, here you go. So this. You know,
Yeah, just moved up.
Yeah, we were switching to webcam for this. This is the exhibit hall. Look at it.
That was just the outside of it. Or at least where everything is.
Yeah.
Well, that on the page below is straight up like all the extra panels and stuff. Or at least like different places to go.
It is insane.
And there were technically 4 floors, for crying out loud.
Literally.
Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4.
In 3 different buildings. And a hotel, technically. Insane.
Truly.
The Georgia World Congress Center, where Momocon takes place, insane.
Not to mention an upstairs on the main lobby. it just gets bigger the more you think about it.
Insane. Literally insane how big this place is.
Yeah. I don't know the budget of this, but they definitely had a lot of budget.
They had a huge budget, which, I mean, it makes sense. They had like a record-breaking amount of people attend.
Okay.
At least from what I remember. At least from what I remember at a certain panel, which we'll get to later. But for now, again, look at this fantastic video work. No.
Yep.
Anyways.
Alright, let's start things up.
Yes, this is where I come in. Okay, so for those that don't know me, I am a huge fan of Bluey. And if you do not believe me, yeah, just go ahead and grab it. There's your proof. That's only one of the pieces of Bluey merchandise that I own, but yeah. Huge fan of Bluey.
Clearly.
Unironically. I think you just created an entire mess with that.
Whatever.
Anyway, so, and if you don't know who this lovely man is in front of you, this is David McCormack, who, if you don't know, they are the voice actor of Bandit in Bluey, the dad of Bluey. I have been wanting to meet this man for the longest time because he's probably my second favorite character of the entire series.
Oh, absolutely. Bandit is great, alright.
Yeah, are you kidding me? He's fantastic. And so when I saw he was at Momocon, I was immediately like, dude, day one, started the convention, I'm getting in line for his just to get his signature. Because on the first day, there's not really that many people.
Also, I just realized
What?
you basically reveal your real name right there.
Only my first name. Technically, my first name is already out there.
Alright, I guess I have no problem with calling you Zach.
Yeah. You obviously I prefer Super on streams and stuff, but you know.
Yeah.
My first name is Zach. There you go.
I've been calling him Zach out stream. I'm just saying that right now.
Yeah, only because you're visiting here, you know. But yeah. I've been wanting to meet this man for the longest time. So immediately, day one, as soon as I'm allowed in the exhibit hall, I race towards David McCormack's little section of the Walk of Fame or autograph place, whatever you want to call it. And dude, he was so lovely. So sweet. Just like the character, he is amazing. Loved getting to talk to him. And funny enough, you guys see the FNAF shirt there, right? You know, the exclusive NPC shirt right there. Nerdcore Partygon shirt, right?
Probably nobody's gonna get that, but yeah.
Yeah. He knows the shirt and he was like, oh, cool. So you're a fan of that, Friday Nights at Freddy's game? I tried my best not to just die of laughter. I did pretty well, holding it back, but, you know, I did message him, you know what, you're wrong, but you know what, you're close enough, so that's fine. But yeah, Friday Night at Freddy's. And you know what, he went with the bid, which I can respect. So, for now on, I like to call FNAF Friday Night at Freddy's, just to honor this man. That's what I'm going to be doing for now
Hello
on.
everybody, my name is SuperChaoticToonz and welcome back to Friday Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, hey, Zoe. But yeah, me and David McCormack was great. And I finally got a signature from him.
As you can tell from the first picture.
Yes. Was fantastic. Loved it. But speaking of meeting people, which let's switch out the music for this while you take over.
Oh boy, how am I gonna go with this one? Alright, while Super was doing that, I was waiting for at least like an hour and a half just to meet up with Jason. Which honestly was well of a longer line than expected, honestly. Definitely took a long time. But me personally, I seen like the series Sonic X with, you know, I usually used to watch it like years ago during school time. It was one of those moments that you wanted to do something at school nights and Sonic X shows up. So figure I would meet up with Jason. After doing some research as well, I realized he was also the voice actor of Silent from Pokemon Black and White. And I straight up blew up there. Okay, Some people may know him with Sonic and all, but for me, it's just Pokemon Black and White. Okay? I just love him for that.
You might want to move your compliments on the mic, but you may be close.
I am so sorry, Chad. I am so sorry. I am not used to this type of mic. But yeah, while we were there, he gave me... Usually, some of the voice actor would like give a line or two with their proper voice actors, or at least roles. Obviously, he did one of Sonic, gotta go fast, but he also did 2 extra for me. He did one of Silent, and also, for the hell of it, Scraggy. I felt so blessed. My soul ascended to heaven.
I have been placed by the taste of Griffith gods.
Yeah, as you can see in the poster, I got his autograph and I was happy. That was a good 1 hour and 30 minutes well spent.
Hour 30 minutes?
Yeah, it felt that long. Yeah, you finished early. I was still online.
That is true, yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Now we get to talk about some of the cool booths, specifically 2 in particular that we were both extremely hyped for that we didn't even realize. I'm gonna pull up the music. So, just out of curiosity, how many of you are fans of Indigo Park, by chance? Because
Unlike Indigo Peak.
True. But me personally, love the game. Not necessarily because it's scary, but more necessarily because of its characters and their writing.
I just like how unique it is compared to other horror games. Combining like 2D to 3D. You don't see that very often.
Yeah.
The only thing you would see that was bendy, honestly. Afterwards, I don't think there was too much to it. I don't know, I could be completely wrong.
You could be. But hey, speaking of unique Geese, the creator of Indigo Park, they had their own little booth here. And dude, they had like little cutouts of Rambley and Lloyd you could take photos with. Shoot, we forgot to add a picture of us taking pictures at the cardboard cutouts. That's fine.
Well, I did take one.
True, but I forgot to add the one where we're like, that it's fine. But yeah, it was a very cool
I can show it off
booth.
if you want.
True, but let's save that for later. Okay. But, dude, not only was this very cool booth there, but it turns out both Unique Geese and also Otter VA, aka the voice actor of Rambley in the game, they were just both there.
Yep.
And we were able to take pictures with them, which was very cool. And
yo, Zarek!
Oh, hey, Zarek! But not only that.
Zarek, you just missed it. I was just talking about Jason.
But real quickly, I just want to show this off. I was able to get both of their autographs on my Rambley deck. It was very cool. There's more autographs I did not have, but we'll get to that later. Yeah, what did you think about this booth though, Nico?
Oh, it was pretty damn good. I cannot lie. What's funny was straight up behind me while I was meeting with Jason. Redo.
Okay, fine. Anyway,
Here's the panel we're meeting with Jason. Alright, Zarek, there it is. There's your satisfaction. They're supposed to sign from Jason, and also because I know him from voicing Silent from the Pokemon Black and White.
yes.
You fan of that anime, alright?
Yeah.
Hopefully that satisfies you.
But yeah, this booth was very cool. We went back to this a bunch of times just because one, come on, Indigo Park, sick. But also two, it was right next to the Team Neutron / Amanda Hubbard / Kin Sneeze booth.
Sex.
I was questioning for a moment, wait, what are you talking about? All right, the picture. But yes, they had all three of their booths like combined into one, I guess. It was basically just one big little booth. It had both Team Neutron, aka Jig Neutrons, the booth with merchandise that, not gonna lie, I definitely spent like half of my merch budget on there, I think.
I managed to get a few merch from them, but I'm not gonna share until we get to the end.
Exactly, at the merch hall section.
So make sure to stay for the stream.
True. Anyway. But yeah, it was a really cool booth, all things considered, and obviously this here, sex.
If you saw my Instagram story, now you know from where I got it.
Yeah, it was literally just hanging there on Amanda Hufford's section of the booth.
Also, for confusion, no, this is not glitch.
No, it's not glitch.
The voice actor Ragatha was there?
Yes.
Yes.
AKA Amanda Hufford.
Yes, but no, this is not glitch. They just unironically have some merchandise from Digital Circus that is not official.
Yeah.
Just song merchandise.
Which is still pretty cool merch.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. After that, I think you need to take over here, sir, because I know jack shit about Pokemon.
Alright, so after that, we basically split up. You're gonna... Yeah, is that alright?
I just randomly picked it.
Fair enough. That was good OST.
Okay.
Anyways, we basically split up. We're gonna be doing that a lot.
Yeah.
And I went to a Pokemon Go section meetup, which a lot of Pokemon Go player. I did not friend anyone. I gotta say that. I did sit with a table with a few others, you know, had a good time there, had a few chats here and there. And in the Pokemon Go meetup, they were doing like contests, to call it like that, like who had the most shiny, the most smallest, stuff like that. I did not win any of that. That means I need to go out more.
Go outside.
Okay, unironically also, there were like also one of the who hasn't done like the most quests or special quests that they ask you to do to get special rewards in the game. There's like people that haven't been done like 46 of them. Like, what? You can actually win stuff without doing anything?
Apparently.
God damn, why didn't I develop that skill? But anyways, aside from that, they did host a few raffles, which I managed to win 2 prizes. A Pokemon trading card game, which I have not opened yet. So chat, should I open it is the real question. Should I open it here?
Maybe you could.
And I also won Ens Rashium, which honestly, I'll take it. Gen 5 Pokemon every day of the week. But yeah, the experience itself was pretty cool. I managed to talk to some Pokemon Go people, which I didn't know they existed.
Wait, there's gamers outside of me? There's gamers? There's also gamers that go outside? Other than me? What?
I just didn't know Pokemon Go players still existed in the Big 25. The only person I know is Lab.
Fair. Well, now you know.
But yeah.
Nico's space reveal. We've already shown it.
Yeah.
But anyway. But now I should take over a bit here, because next up was the FNAF fan photoshoot. If you do not know what these fan photoshoots are, let's just say there is a bunch of cosplayers at Momocon, unironically. There is a lot. And because of that, some people will be like, hey, why don't we create like a fan photo shoot of all like the Avatar The Last Airbender cosplayers, all the Has-Been Hotel cosplayers, all the FNAF cosplayers, get them all together and do like a cool photo shoot together.
Shout out to the one dressed as purple guy doing the Peter Griffin dead pose.
Yes, we actually did get to talk to them a little bit afterwards. They were awesome.
Oh wait, I think they were supposed more to be that Michael after them purple guy. It's so funny that because they're wearing purple, okay?
Yeah. But dude, there were so many cool cosplayers there. You could see it. Like, all of these must have taken so much time to like try to figure out and put together.
I'm just more impressed with the glamour Chica and the Metronic cosplay.
Oh, true. I gotta take a picture with them later. Your cosplay was sick.
Later on.
Same with the Spring Bonnie, Spring Tribe, you know, the FNAF movie. Yellow Rabbit cosplay. Dude, someone painted the... Was that the Pride of 87? Literally, like, painted it on, like, a mural and just brought that while dressing up as Circus Baby.
I appreciate when fans just do that.
Yeah. It was awesome. And it formed the FNAF... My FNAF heart grew 3 sizes that day. Just seeing, like, oh, wow, look at all these cool cosplayers. Get out of here, Nico Park. No, ah! Anyways, FNAF. Yes. The fan photo was awesome.
I want to put in a loop for now.
Well, technically none, because next up was this. Which I can switch back to the regular music for this. Now. For those that don't know, this was one of the booths or panels run by Tanuki Lab. If you don't know what Tanuki Lab is, they're a group of artists that do some like videos together. And they were at Momocon, some of them. And specifically, they did some panels. One of the panels they did was called Fixing the Worst Anime Characters. Which is where they took a bunch of the worst anime characters of all time.
Yup.
And they just fixed them.
I was somewhere else during the time. I don't remember. I think I was just buying stuff potentially or just exploring around. I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah. I'm shocked they didn't go to the British person talks about...
I don't think I was ready to meet
Wallace
up
and Gromit. Yeah.
I don't think I was ready to meet up with a British person.
Dang. I would have been ready personally, but whatever.
Oh no, man.
But yeah. Basically, they took a bunch of worst anime characters like, you know, Mr. Frog. Truly the most anime character of all time. And Chikawa. And, you know, they fixed them. Which, obviously, you can tell. They fixed them.
What even happened in that place? Please, more context. You cannot just show a picture and say, oh, so that happened.
You know, they drew Chikawa with a smaller buffer Chikawa, or chubby
Are those like
Chikawa.
supposed to be children?
I guess so, because now they're a parent, and obviously we know, once you're a parent, you automatically can't be the worst. And along with that...
What happened to Mr. Frog, though?
Mr. Frog, you know, he's in the hospital, about to die, because he has no insurance. And when you have no insurance, you know, obviously that means you're gonna die.
How is that fixing the worst character? That's more like killing the character.
And sometimes killing them is the best way to fix them. Anyway.
God, and I thought my panel that we're gonna talk about later on was bad.
Yeah. There was obviously more than that, but this was the one picture I got that I just thought was very funny. It was a very funny and cool panel. I really much enjoyed it. Thank you to Nuki Lab for this panel. It was great. But oh boy, now we get to talk about the Deltarune Unsolved panel.
This one felt like I was high on something, man.
Man. Okay.
Put it on loop.
Yep. Thank you for reminding. Deltarune Unsolved, okay.
These Mr. Frog or grip is filling with water.
That is true. But it can, sometimes water can always fix your problems, unfortunately. And that's coming from me. Anyway, yes. With Deltarune Unsolved, they were basically going through a bunch of theories and talking about the lore of Deltarune because, you know, Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 are coming, which I am psyched. And I'll wait for them to come out.
Deltarune tomorrow.
But that didn't happen unironically.
Yeah.
At the end, we were able to, like, they recorded all of us just screaming, Deltarune tomorrow! You know, which was fun. And there were some very funny fan theories, and also some that made me go, You know what? They have a point. It was very interesting and a nice way to catch up on Delta Run Chapter 1 and 2.
This was definitely one of the panels I definitely should have recorded, honestly.
Yeah, it was a funny and great one.
Yeah.
And I learned that Rouse is Chris's furry persona.
Okay, some of them felt like it makes sense, but at the same time it didn't, and like it's hilarious. I think you know the whole theory about Sans being Ness or Ness being Sans or whatever? Apparently Papyrus is like Lucas or something like that. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I mean, fair, but like what?
I mean, hey, they're theories for a reason. They're just a theory. A game theory, some would say. Anyway.
Both chapters drop in 3 days. Yes, we all have 3 days to live.
Pretty much.
Oh god, in 3 days, oh no.
Yeah, so enjoy while it
This
lasts.
guy is gonna be jumping all over the place.
Well, technically not, because we'll be at Virality all day, pretty much.
You'll still be jumping all over.
Sure. And I'm gonna try my best not to look at Twitter and social medias and all that until we play them.
Oh, are we gonna do a stream on that or no?
I want to just play that on my own, you know?
No.
But yeah. After that, we did some other panels. This was one of them. This was catching up with creepypastas. Now, we're both gonna be straight up honest. We know jack shit about creepypastas.
We only know that Sonic.exe was made by the furry.
And I knew about some other characters like Jeff the Killer and Slender Man, but other than that, I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly our type of panel.
Yeah, because this was more or less just like a game panel, you know, just letting fans of creepypasta like come together and play some games, you know, related to creepypastas, which hey, that's cool. We aren't fans of creepypastas though.
Yeah, we kind of just stayed at least for like maybe 20 to 30 minutes and then just...
No, it was much less than 30 minutes.
Okay, maybe 20 minutes at best.
20 minutes, somewhat. So, hey, I'm willing to bet the panel was cool. It just wasn't for us.
Yeah, it didn't really caught our attention, especially with the activity that we're doing.
Yeah, we kind of just zoned out for a bit, so we're like, you know what, why don't we just dip?
Yeah, we weren't the only ones on, ironically.
Yeah.
A lot of people were dipping from that.
Who knows? Anyways, but you know what panel we did save for the entire time? LGBTQ plus representation in video games.
How ironically, we're streaming this on Primon.
You know what, unironically, yeah. Oh, how perfect. Again, happy Pride Month. But yeah, this panel... Yeah. For those who don't know, this is a panel just talking about LGBTQ plus representation in the medium of video games. I know, crazy concept. But it was honestly a very interesting panel.
Yeah.
I feel like I understood a lot more how, like, even though there is more representation now more than ever, we still have a long way to go from it just being normalized.
Yeah, at some point, all video games are gonna be represented like that.
Yeah. And fingers crossed it will be normalized sooner rather than later.
Yep.
Yeah. And dude, the person that was like hosting this panel even had like a scoring system of sorts.
Which is interesting to say the least.
Yeah. Which I totally get it. There were some parts of his scoring that I disagreed with personally, but hey, that's just me. You do you. Queen, king, they, them, whatever you want to call yourself. But I feel like I learned a lot more, and I now know some games I should check out as well, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with that, now it's time to talk about the quote-unquote pajama jam. Why am I saying quote-unquote? Well, let us tell you. So, was there an actual pajama jam?
You forgot about the loop.
Thank you. I'm gonna need reminding of that a lot. But, so, this was supposed to be a little like get together where a bunch of FNAF fans dressed up in like PJs and stuff and all that basically stayed all night watching someone play the original FNAF games.
I literally brought a blanket, had to change my clothes to my pajamas, and how do we say that turned out?
I mean, listen. It was unintentional because apparently this pajama jam that was happening wasn't supposed to be day 1 today. It was supposed to be tomorrow, day 2, at a completely different time and location.
Which screwed us so badly. Although, it wasn't a waste.
Yeah, it wasn't a waste. I mean, 1, look at that sick-ass Springtrap cosplay.
Let's just say that the Springtrap cosplay approached Super here, and then I wanted a picture, so I had to ask nicely, hey, can you stab me next?
Yeah, because he just walked up toward me, started stabbing the Golden Freddy plushie, and I'm like, hey, if you're gonna stab a plushie in front of me, at least take a picture with me. Which he did.
With respect.
With respect.
And then I was jealous because he was getting stabbed, so I wanted to get stabbed as well.
Yeah. It was definitely, and we met some cool people there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. A group of people came up to our little table because we were originally alone.
We had someone else, but they left, but
yeah.
And then it was just the 2 of us.
Until some sick-ass people came up and we have a lovely chat with them. They were not as big of fans of FNAF as we were, but they were still like lovely to chat to.
Yeah.
I'm still sad that we didn't go the second day afterwards to the actual pajama party, but we didn't because you felt horrible.
Ugh. We'll get to that a bit later.
Yeah, which, if they somehow see this, we're very sorry we didn't meet up with you at the actual pajama jam.
I highly doubt they will, but if they somehow come across this, hello, you guys are cool.
Yeah, you were amazing. We just suck. Please, blame us, not yourself. Anyways, but with that, that concludes day 1. Pretty successful day, I would say, all things considered.
Personally, there were a lot of exciting stuff, of course. We couldn't do everything.
Of course.
Let me actually check if there were like stuff we kind of didn't go. Just to make it more interesting.
Did you two get to meet people that recognize you both? Unfortunately, no, but hey, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, no. We did not meet anyone.
But I feel like it's kind of like a bad thing to expect anyone to be like, feel like that's like, what is the word when you're like so full of yourself?
I mean, fans will eventually meet up with people, so...
No, I know. It's just to expect someone to come up to you, you know?
Yeah.
We weren't expecting that, and hey, it didn't happen, so meh.
Yeah. Alright. I missed the catch them all bingo.
Yeah.
So Sonic sing-along.
Alright.
A Brit chat about Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah.
Wait, a British man, I should also say. Wand making class, we skipped that one.
Don't wonder why.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of things we missed, honestly.
Definitely. But alright, let's talk about day 2.
Day 2 was probably second favorite day, personally.
Yeah, it was a good day. It probably helps because it was a full day.
Y'all can't tell me they are in the back room level in that shot.
Hey, listen. It doesn't matter if we're in the back rooms or not. Just
all we know that the Wi-Fi is booming.
Exactly, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters in this instance.
Yup. Wi-Fi is booming as hell, man.
It really is, man. It really is.
Never tried it.
Anyways.
Alright, back with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead and talk while I pull up Sonic music.
Yes, I shall. So, as you saw from day 1, I met up with Jason. And you know, they were both voice actors of Knuckles and Tails. You know, Colin and Dave B. And I said, you know, I cut one of them, I might as well get the full collection. And that is what I did. I meet up with both of them, and they were so damn nice. Like, meeting with Colin, like, what's her name?
Colleen.
Colleen. meeting up with Colleen was... She was so sweet, man. The compliment I gave her with like her performance in Sonic 3, or at least with Tail in the movie, she was so happy. She's probably one of the sweetest persons I definitely met. Oh, these. Yeah. Same with Davey. Especially since I've been recently playing Sonic X Shadow Generation. So I guess I managed to get to know something about the boys. Not a lot, but it's something. But yeah, they were really fun, and as you can see in the middle, I got their autograph. And apparently now I need to protect the Master Emerald.
Go. 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 Now. Go. Protect the Master Emerald. Go. Ah! Alright, he's gone to protect the Master Emerald.
And Root stole it for the 600th time.
God damn it.
Not my problem.
Not your problem? Okay. Okay, sir. Anyway. Yes. And while doing that, let me tell you guys. While he was doing that, I was on a mission. Okay, let me tell you. Time to pull out the Pokemon music once again, because let me tell you about this mission. So, for those who don't know, Nico here, a huge Snivy fan. Very, very big Snivy fan.
Yeah. When I don't joke when I say I like black and white. They're my favorite Pokemon. That it also includes Snivy. Never started right there.
Pretty much. And so, because of that, let's just say when it came to like searching for like specific merchandise throughout the exhibit hall, he was specifically looking for Snivy related stuff. And specifically a Snivy plush. But
okay. Yes, on day one, I was searching like all over the place, like in a lot of the Pokemon's area, like some of the booths, they had like every single Pokemon. But like there was one full of like all Pokemon generation, and I was like, okay, this has all of them. They have every single one of them. I go and approach. Here, I have a question. Do you guys have anything Snivy related? I look into it. No, we don't. Unfortunately, you're not the first one to ask, though.
yeah, it was very hard to find anything Snivy related, let alone a plush. So, while he was in line for Colleen and David, well, not David.
Also, Mike, you shall be on timeout for 10 seconds.
His rule's not mine. Anyway, let's just say that
it should be your rules. This is your channel.
I know, but so throughout this, I'm like, while he's in, getting autographs from Tails and Knuckles, I'm like, all right, screw it. I am on a mission, and I like look through all of the booths, and I'm like scanning. I am scanning every single like plushie poster imaginable, trying to find a Snivy Plus for Nico.
Okay, genuinely curious. Do you have any idea how Snivy looked like when you were looking for it?
No, I had to look it up on my phone.
No, Dad, I had a feeling.
Yeah, I had to look it up on my phone just to make sure I knew what I was looking for. But after that, I was scanning. I was searching all over the place. Probably for like a good solid 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Just to try to find a Snivy plushie for you. And dude, when I was looking at one specific booth, I'm like, okay, there is Pokemon stuff. I looked up. Wait a minute. Pulls up picture on my phone. And I immediately start pulling up my phone and start calling you. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm committing to this.
Hello?
Hi, Nico. Are you busy right now?
Yeah, I'm in the line for this too.
Yeah, well, let's just say you might want to get your ass over here right now.
Why?
I found a Snivy plush.
Alright, screw this line! I'm going to find that Snivy!
Yeah, but that's pretty much how the call went.
Yeah, I was in a line for just to get another autograph, which we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
And I just dipped that line. Like, honestly, it wasn't even that close to meeting to the person since I was far away and all. But I just dipped. I ran for my life. I was running like Team Rocket trying to catch that Snivy. Yep. I went and freaking... Excuse me, how much is it? $40? Take it or leave it.
Yeah, and I was like bodyguarding this plushie just to make sure no one else would get the idea of taking this plushie. I was basically guarding it with my life. But thank God, afterwards, we were able... Yeah, grab it. The Snivy plushie was found. Look at that.
We caught the Snivy after... God, my... I feel so relieved. We finally got this beautiful of a plush.
Dude, it's from Japan too.
Yeah. The material is really soft.
Yeah.
And also the tail is.
Yeah. It's very sick.
It is.
Yeah. That was basically me just like on a mission to, you know, get this plushie for my friend. Which
mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. It was a success, thankfully.
It was definitely worth skipping, just leaving the line.
Yep. But afterwards, we decided, you know what? Let's just take this time to just chill and just walk around the convention center. We probably bought a lot of merchandise this day. I think this is the day we got the most amount of merchandise.
We got a good amount of stuff already.
Yeah. But dude, even besides that, look at some of these like cool stuff that we were able to say. I mean, there was a working Toothless. Are you kidding me?
Not to mention, you can actually like hit the nose and it was actually adorable.
It was adorable. Am I still gonna want to watch the live action remake? No. But it was still cool.
True.
It was still cool. And I even found a giant Eevee just walking around, which was sick. And this tall ass...
Whatever the hell that thing is.
Whatever the hell it is. Yeah. It was pretty good. Pretty fun.
Yeah.
But after this... Oh boy, okay. You need to take over. Oh lord.
Alright. So, my fellow 3D animators in this... in the chat. How do you guys usually animate 3D stuff? You know, do you lose your mind? Do you just wanna slap your head on the desk? Do you just wanna lay in bed, cry, have all the lights turned off, and then just have sad music playing in the background for at least the entire day?
I'm not a 3D animator, but yeah.
Well, we all probably felt like that. So, when we were searching on stuff to do, we saw Sam being there. Sam Animation. Was it like that?
Yeah, Sam Animation.
Yeah. So we went there. We decided to check how to animate 3D without losing your mind. Or minds in this case. And oh boy, the process of animation makes it even worse than what I thought. But yeah, they basically show us their process step by step, or at least a process animation style step by step, how normally animations are done. You know, with the whole sketching, storyboarding, voice line, yada yada yada. And they show us their step by step on shooting Kane from Digital Circus.
That's not a joke. As their example piece to showcase what happens, they use one of the scenes from episode 5 of season 1, where they shoot Kane from Digital Circus in the face, step by step.
Cause who doesn't want to shoot Kane from the Digital Circus in the face?
True. Here. Yeah.
Yeah,
It was very funny.
indeed. So they show us the process. It was hilarious as hell, and they also like said, not only we got to like see how the process works, but we also got to see some exclusive previews.
True, that we got to see
They got
new
some-
characters.
They got something cooking, alright.
They do.
They are cooking something, alright.
I mean, hell, dude. They have Stupendium voicing one of the new characters, which
Yup.
I am psyched to see.
Oh, absolutely.
Those don't know, huge fan of Stupendium.
Same.
Yeah. And let's make it perfectly clear. Even though they showed us basically their entire process of doing it, you don't have to do every single step.
Yeah, no, you can skip some stuff that won't feel necessary here and there.
Yeah. It just depends on what you're doing.
Yeah. Unless you're a sweaty, try hard. A lot of the SFM people. Sarek, I am looking at you. Give me those skills. Come on, Sarek, I don't know if you're still in the stream, but give it to me. Sorry. I know where you live. I mean, yeah, it was a fun panel, and they also gave us like a QR code to basically check out the entire file ourselves. It's pretty neat.
Which, this time round was kind of a trick question. You will lose your mind during 3D animation. You will lose it, but hopefully with the steps they showed, you will lose it much less now.
Yeah,
Fingers
trick
crossed.
question.
But yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, people are saying you couldn't see the vid. As long as you heard the audio, then it's fine.
Yeah.
It was basically just one of the slides showcasing Kane, you know. Anyway. Oh, but you need to take over once again, sir.
Alright, so. Oh boy, hopefully I don't get any hate on this one because I only went too heavy. Alright, so, as mentioned, I was going. Well, Super here was looking for Snivy. I was on the line to meet up with Abby here. Which, I'm not too sure if people know, but she's like the singer of Lifelight from Smash Ultimate. After I make my research on that, I just straight up said, alright, this is probably one of the only times I can actually get a game signed by someone. So I took the opportunity, took my Smash Bros. Copy box, and asked for her to sign it. It was actually pretty cool. There wasn't much interaction between the two of us, honestly. But we'll get more to it later.
That is true.
I will say.
We will be getting to that more later.
Yeah. Although otherwise she was very chill. She was sweet. Although some people may know her about her role in Demon Slayer.
Even that will get more later.
Yup. You'll get to see why. So stay tuned. Keep watching the stream.
Oh lord. Alright, let's see if you need to hold the mic again.
I swear to God.
Oh lord, okay. Okay, chat, buckle your seat. Because this one was a wild one.
Yep.
But we need some wild music for this. What's some good wild music here? You know what? Screw it, dang around, pup. Okay, so. Nah! Go back. So. Let's say, this one was another panel. Hosted by Tuniki Lab, which was their third time ever doing this, which is a OC Smasher Pass.
I think you get the concept of it.
Yeah, basically, someone's OC would be put on the screen here, and they would basically have to argue whether you should smash or pass.
Yep.
Pretty simple. This one was wild.
Oh, it was. The amount of OC we seen there.
Yeah. And it wasn't even just like OCs that you would be like, oh yeah, absolutely smash. There were some OCs here that were definitely deserving to be passed.
Yeah.
But regardless, whether you chose smash or pass, both Mats, Zelensky, SuperChaoticToonz, and I'm very sorry I'm forgetting the upper dude that was there. But when they were all there, they had to basically argue whether you just smashed or passed the OC. And you had to commit to it.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, the audience would then either agree or disagree, and whoever, was right in the end would get a point. And that was pretty much the case for 15 rounds, I think.
That lasted way longer than expected.
Yeah. But the reason why we're bringing this one up in particular, because why don't we play a certain clip that was taken during the panel?
They do their taxes.
Okay, so for context here, they basically had the audience would ask a blind question, and they would have this guy here would have to say whether or not the OC that they haven't seen yet, by the way, would do the thing or not. Which in this case, have they done tax evasion? The answer was yes. And now I'm going to play the rest of the clip for you.
I'm gonna say definitively no.
Oh wait, no, sorry, no. But yeah, they have done their taxes now.
That means smash.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright,
Okay.
our next character is Punk Nico.
Oh my god!
Dude,
It is me!
right there!
Hold on, play it a little more with my fingers in the way. There we go. It is I!
Right there! Back smack face in the center!
With watermark and everything, officially! It is me!
Yeah. But also, this is Nico's Punk OC. And it fucking got in! It got in the Smash or Pass! And you could hear it, like, we were losing our minds as soon as Punk Nico was said.
Punk Nico.
Oh my god!
Like, oh my god! Because, obviously, with so many OCs submitted, you don't think yours is going to be added.
Okay.
Why would you think that? But the fact that yours got added...
It's just unbelievable. Not to mention the guts you need to have to do it.
Oh, absolutely. I would have submitted one myself, but I'm like, nah, I don't have the guts. I'll just be here to support my friend.
I was having my doubts because I had to create a Twitter account, which I had to make one, which is a permanent account, so I'm not using that at all. It's not an account that will be used forever or anything like that. It's just not gonna be touched almost at all. Unless it's for necessary event, really.
Yeah.
So it's not really a promotion, and I'm not gonna promote it anyways.
Yeah. But yeah, dude. You got in.
Move forward.
You got in.
I got in the OC Smash or Pass. Although, as good that is, I want to kill some people.
Why do you want to kill some people?
Apparently, Punk Nico was not smashable enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, Chad, he did get passed. But you know what? The fact you got in anyway...
That is just amazing enough.
Huge highlight, regardless.
Yeah.
The fact you got in is a huge highlight no matter what.
Yeah.
I still can't fucking believe you got added, dude.
I still cannot believe it either. Like, I was so nervous. Like, we could see like some of the OCs kinda like in the panel below, like, or at least the images. And looking at the screen, we could see some. I did not recognize myself at all. So I was like, oh, I probably didn't make it. But I was still recording clip by clip just in case. And thank God, now I can finally take that to the grave.
Literally. Which is incredible.
Anyway, Chad, smash or pass?
You know what? We're gonna do Semester Pass right here, right now. No. Or I could set up a poll.
Do it.
Okay, screw it. Alright, give me a moment, chat. We're setting up a poll. Ooh. we're setting up a poll. Hang on, we're doing this.
Hold on.
Let us cook. Here, start a poll. Okay. Smash or pass Punk Nico? Okay. Oh, I need to go full screen on this just so I can see. Smash. Then pass. Alright. Creating it. Nah. Alright. We're gonna let that play throughout the entire stream. And we're gonna see by the end if we got smashed or passed. I guess we can also see right here too. Oh my god, people are voting. Alright, we're not gonna see. And no one spoil.
No one spoiled.
No one spoil. We'll find out at the end.
Yup.
Alright. So
Alright, back to this.
Oh yeah, and just in case you need a reminder of Punk Nico, there you go. There you go.
It's just myself. I'm more of a badass type of outfit. I mean, come on. I'm more of a punk style. But credit to Inky for the design.
True.
Of course.
Credit to Inky artists. And yeah. It was very, very cool. And again, thank you to them for adding Punk Nico. It was a huge highlight. But alright.
With that guitar.
After that, time to go back to Sonic, baby! I'm gonna switch the music here. Yeah. Alright. Now, if you don't know what this one is, this was the Sonic Celebration panel. For this panel, it was very simple. It was just all of the Sonic VAs getting together. Where are you going? Oh. How dare you disrespect the Snivy plush like that? Anyways, this panel was just a celebration of all the Sonic VAs. Well, not all of them, but all of the ones that were at Momocon. They did a panel together celebrating the 30th anniversary of Sonic and just talking about their experience voicing their characters.
Yeah. Which it was really cool seeing all three of them be... One thing, just straight up seeing them next to each other like that with panels, but now seeing them together on stage answering questions and also playing them voicing their voice roles, pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I very much enjoyed this panel, but well, let's just say you stayed there for a very long time.
Yeah.
However,
I did know that you were gone for a bit when you were going for lunch. I don't get what happened. Can you explain to me why it took so long to get dinner exactly?
Yeah, well, let me tell you. We got evacuated.
He got.
Yeah, I got evacuated. Let me tell you. So, after like 30-ish minutes of the panel, and after they did their general questions, and they did the Q&A session, or the Q&A segment with fans, I was like, okay, not gonna lie, I am very hungry right now. Keep in mind, with Momocon, we barely ate anything. But like, let's be real.
I mean, me personally, I was completely fine.
But for me personally, not so much. It's so I'm like, okay, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna get some fries real quick and bring you back some chicken at the Johnny Rockets that was there.
Yeah.
So I leave the panel and I head downstairs to where all the food courts are at. I get myself some fries and I head back up to the panel. And then I just see everyone and all the security is just rushing us out of the convention center. And to this day, I barely know why.
There is context on what happened, but it's kind of...
Yeah. It's even that I don't know if that's a real story.
Yeah, no, I don't even know either.
It's still very vague what happened, but they had to evacuate everyone.
What's funny? While he was outside, I was still inside.
Yeah.
He said I was at the Sonic 30-year celebration thing. He means literally, I couldn't leave if I wanted to.
They basically logged you guys in, which is crazy.
Yeah. Like, okay then, that's new.
Yeah. But it turns out it was only for like a short little while. They soon
That
let
felt
everyone.
longer than a short time, honestly.
Yeah, that's because you were locked in. We were only locked inside for like a couple minutes, I think, and then they let everyone back in. But at some point, I'm not kidding, I did see a hospital, truck at some point. It was crazy. Unironically, if I was definitely scared, and I was worried for Nico a bit. But as soon as they let everyone back, I'm like, okay. They wouldn't let us back inside if they didn't know it was okay now. But jeez.
It was something, alright? Well, he was. While I was here, he was here.
Yeah.
So we unintentionally split up again.
Unintentionally. Wasn't planning for that to happen?
No.
Yeah.
But anyways, after all of that, we were reunited again, and what did we do next?
We did this. Oh boy. Now, this one, Chad, this was a very interesting one. This was how to make an animated music video, which was hosted by Sneeze and Jake Neutron. Now, I'm gonna be real with you right off the bat. Was this panel educational? Like, did we actually learn how to make an animated music video? Kinda. But to be fair, I mostly blame it on the fact that they were rushed because everyone's evacuating and they had to start late because of it.
Yeah. It's not their fault, it's the mental fault. Or that one person.
Yeah, that one person that had to basically force all of us to get out, right?
Yeah.
But even then, despite all that, this panel was hilarious.
Yeah.
This panel did. At some point, like, imagine this. There is the, table with all the mics with everyone, talking about their Google slide and their panel and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, a tied up Jack's ragdoll, this is real, was just put on their table. And they're just like freaking out about it. And what is happening? Everyone in the room is just dying. They're laughing their ass off just at the sight of just tied up Jax. Just laid on the table. Like, what was it compared to? Like a certain mosaic painting?
I don't
So it's
remember.
like it's like a dinner painting where I think it's like Jesus with this amazing dinner and everyone around them. It was crazy. And even crazier, Amanda Hufford, okay, voice of Agatha, just comes up, picks up the Jax Ragnar and just dips, quote unquote, but they obviously returned and everything, but
I mean, it makes sense, honestly.
good lord. This panel was a mess.
A good mess.
A good mess. It was a fun mess. I enjoyed myself, and honestly, it was a nice way to just wind down after all the chaos that was soon before.
I mean, it may not have teach us how to animate a music video, but it definitely gave us good previews and sneak
That is
peeks.
true. We got to see some really cool stuff. Like, we got to see a sneak preview of Jack's toy, the official one being made,
Yup.
which is, so far it's looking amazing.
We managed to see the full animation of, or at least some of it, of attraction.
Yes, we got to see the animatic for the first time, which, again, was really cool. But dude, we got to see basically an
Early access.
Yeah, early access of the Good Enough music video by Kinsneeds, which
I'm gonna holy shame it promoted in the chat real quick.
yeah, please do, because unironically, chat. After we got to see the sneak peek of Good Enough, the animated music video, I think afterwards I told Nico oh, no one is ready for that music video.
They are not.
They are not. Here, let me pin that real quickly. It was amazing, that music video. And if you haven't checked it out again, highly recommend after the stream. But, yeah. It was great. Absolutely loved it.
the song itself goes the song itself was already good enough, but this was way more good enough.
Literally. It was way beyond good enough. The music video for good enough.
Yeah.
Also, Chad just says right now, I still would prefer being called Super. But yes, Zach is my first real name. And yeah. Just so we're aware. Please and thank you. But after that, I think it's time we move on to another panel. The Beyond YouTube Creators Turn to Game Devs.
Alright, this one has an interesting start before that.
Yes. Let's talk about that. This panel was interesting. I was originally going to this panel anyway, right? But Nico, on the other hand, he originally wanted to go to a different one, which was a workshop. And this workshop was basically where you got to build your own Luma plushie.
Like what was the company called?
Like,
Build-A-Bear.
Yeah, like a Build-A-Bear Luma plush. Which honestly would have been cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you didn't get to run on time and stuff.
Unfortunately, it was already full, so it's whatever.
Yeah. And what's in the chat? It's the link to the Good Enough music video. Watch it after the stream.
Highly recommended.
Yeah. But because of that, Nico instead joined me for this panel, which was Beyond YouTube Creators Turn to Game Devs.
I honestly kind of just zoomed out in a few cases here and there. The only thing that caught my attention mostly was Indigo Park stuff related.
Fair enough. But for me personally, I just found it interesting because it was basically Unique's rock music and JT music. Talking about how, you know, they were creators on YouTube and all that, but are also now turning to game developers and creating their own mascot horror games, which is really cool.
Something that can actually happen. And they obviously came out of success.
Yeah.
Not to mention, the creator of Indigo Park definitely went through a whole entire stage, which we'll get to later on.
Also true. And yeah, there was nothing too crazy this panel, but I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah.
And we got to see some sneak peek stuff, which was pretty cool too.
Neat.
Also, apparently, Chad is saying that the poll is gone. I mean, I still at least see it on my end.
I think that's just the result.
Well, now we've been spoiled the result.
It's fine.
Yeah, we can just end it at this point.
Thank you for those 79% who said
Smash. Well, there you go. Master Pass Punk Nico, 78% said Smash, so there you go.
Yep, that's good enough.
That 21%, just know we know where you live. Anyway.
I'm in your walls, I'm just saying.
Anyway. Yeah. So it was a pretty fun panel, I think, to consider. But now, oh boy, cartoon houses make no sense.
Do you guys just casually watch a cartoon, like, I don't know, just a random cartoon and look at the house and like, huh, this house does not make no goddamn fucking sense?
Yes.
Oh, we had a lot of good examples.
Yeah. It was basically a panel talking about how cartoon houses make zero sense whatsoever, which, you know, obviously, it's a cartoon, so, you know, but still, it was very interesting and very funny to see the dude hosting it point out, like, yeah, why does this happen? And then immediately afterwards, that is either just gone or missing or just a wall there or a door for no reason.
Or a window.
Yeah.
A window that doesn't even look outside, that is supposed to be on a garage. American Dad, what the fuck?
Yeah. And just in case you did not believe, you know, the man that was hosting it, he had a degree in architecture that he kept not only in front of him the entire time, but also on the Google Slide presentation the entire time behind whatever he was showcasing.
That's barely noticeable on purpose.
Yeah. It was very funny. And this entire one was very funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you called it out with the Steven Universe one.
Yes, because that house does not make any sense. Like, I understand probably, like, you know, the entrance, but when you go inside, how the hell do you fit an entire temple in there? You have Amethyst room, Darkness room, Pearl's room, Rose room, not to mention, you have all the fusions also having a room.
True.
That will be more towards further season. I'm not gonna spoil much because I'm recently showing him all of it.
Yep.
Like, oh my god. Not to mention that, oh my god, there's just so much.
There's so much to talk about with cartoon houses make no sense, but we can't be here forever, so we're moving on to day 3.
Yep.
AKA the best day, I would argue.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, this was the best day of all the days for us by a
Yup.
landslide.
Yep.
But you know what wasn't the best?
What?
Your voice.
Oh. Alright, so we had to wake up very early, as usual. But, let's just say, my voice got deleted. Yesterday.
Yeah, his voice was dead by this point. Which, unironically, I need to drink water right now because my voice is kind of dying a bit.
I don't have my water bottle.
How dare you?
Please.
But yeah, let's just say his voice is dying to the point where we had to not only give him some time off, but also a bunch of cough drops. Just to make sure his voice would at least still somewhat be there.
It was not there half of the day to put it like that.
Yeah. But hey, at least we helped soothe it a bit.
Sort of. I still had to not talk much.
Yeah. The stream definitely ain't helping, but it's fine. But yeah. Day 3 was an exciting day. I mean, here, I feel like you can take over.
Alright, so with the past 2 days,
That worked.
oh, okay, we're back. We're back.
Oh, we're back?
We're back. Okay, sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Alright, that was weird. I don't know what happened, but anyways. Alright, let me start off again with this one just in case.
Yeah.
Alright, so within the last 2 days, I wanted to join a tournament. It doesn't matter what it was, Mario Kart, Splatoon, or Smash itself. So, since I wanted to join that in day 3, didn't exactly work out, obviously. So, of course, unfortunately. So, I wanted to just go to the free gaming area, And honestly, a lot of fun. Met some good people. Kicked their asses a lot in Smash and in Mario Kart. And yeah, I'm kind of the sweaty out everything. Mario Kart was definitely my sweaty area, if anything. Like most of the, I think I came first for at least 85% of the races, maybe 90.
Jeez.
Yeah, when you know your shortcuts and also timings and all of that, yeah, you get the advantage.
I thought you've been destroyed in Mario Kart World.
Technically not, but also we'll see what happens. Cause I'm gonna try to kick your ass in every game.
Then help.
Yeah. Just wait until we play Smash.
Oh no.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Like, honestly, in the screen right here, I was not playing as Sonic. I was actually playing as Incineroar, and I actually managed to win with all my 3 stocks. I'm pretty sure. Which it's kind of hard. It's kind of impressive for a Incineroar player versus a Sonic character. But yeah, a lot of fun, and also managed to play. Usually when I play Smash with people, or at least online, I rage. Like I straight up get angry, straight up wanna. Luckily it didn't happen, since it was more chill. Also, Mike Indie W Punk Nico. But yeah, the gaming area was pretty neat. I only went. This is the only picture I managed to take, but I went also on day 4. I just want to point that out.
Yeah. Which I'm glad you had a good time there.
Yeah.
And while he was doing that, let's just say I checked out some cars. Now, I'm gonna be real. I'm not really a car person myself. Personally, that's just me. But let me tell you. Actually, let me get close there. Because I didn't realize before we were a little far away. But the cars showcasing there were all very cool. These were only some of my personal favorites, like the Fallout Vaultec minivan, the Hatsune Miku car, Steven Universe van.
I took a picture also with it.
Here, let me switch to...
I took a picture with it as well. I had to take the opportunity.
Y'all get one car key. Which one y'all driving?
Oh, obviously the Steven Universe van. Excuse me, Mike. Seriously?
Speak for yourself. I'm taking the Hatsune Miku car. And there was even a Kirby one too. But speaking of Hatsune Miku, look, I got to meet Hatsune Miku in real life.
I wonder if that's the Fortnite skin. Hatsune Miku.
I don't know. But dude, Hatsune Miku was there. That's crazy. How awesome is that?
Totally the real deal.
Yeah, it's totally real. It's not a cardboard cutout. No. It's Hatsune Miku. It's Hatsune Miku. In the flesh. And it was awesome.
Indeed.
Yeah. And all of these cars in general were fantastic. Obviously, these were only some of them, the pictures I got, but all the cars that were showcased were awesome. I just want to make that clear.
Also, fun fact about the Steven Universe one, the van. The guy who has that literally has it on his garage. And literally forced his friend to watch the entire Steven Universe because every single time he would visit his house, the van would be there.
Yeah.
So that was a funny story.
And it was awesome.
Also, PC said, wait, you have the Indigo Park shirt?
Maybe. And I may have worn it all day, day 3. But yeah. But next up was making cosplayers fight with art. Now, if you don't know what this was the final Tanuki Lab panel that we got to attend. Where they basically, this was the first time they ever did this. They made cosplayers fight with art. But basically, they took a picture of some cosplayers that were there, and they made them hypothetically fight in the battle by drawing over them and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it was a fun panel. I very much enjoyed it. Oh, I think the Minecraft Steve that was next to us, he got in, which was awesome.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But okay, all right. You need to take over.
We're entered to the Splatoon zone, boys.
Oh no.
Alright, so just like in the first day, I believe, they were having photoshoot of Splatoon. Which, honestly, a lot of the cosplay was so goddamn amazing and also adorable here and there. Like, I am glad I can know some of them how they look. Some of them dressing up as like the idols, and also some of them dressing out like the Grand Festival from Splatoon 3, which amazes me how someone actually managed to get to that phase, to put it like that. And I saw a few big man cosplays. Unfortunately, I didn't see like a giant big man type of cosplay suit. I would love to see that, or maybe make me into that. Anyways, it was more like the Splatoon cosplayer just reuniting and taking pictures of their cosplay, which, again, neat. I noticed a lot of them. And yeah, didn't stay too much there, just for at least 20 minutes at best. Took a few pictures of most of them, and yeah, they were all pretty chill. And of course, their cosplays, fantastic. If any one of them are seeing that, which I highly doubt it, great job on your cosplay.
Very good job. Very good job on your cosplays. But next up, back to Bluey, baby! I mean, come on. I had to attend this panel. I had to. I mean, come on. Literally, Dad and Mom, the voices of Bluey, David and Melanie, were there. I am sorry if I'm forgetting your name, voice of Chili. I believe it's Melanie, but if I forgot, I am extremely sorry. I am bad with names. But, yeah, I mean, come on. The voices of Chili and Bandit were there. I mean, I had to. I had to attend. And dude, this panel was awesome. I mean, come on. They were just filling out, you know, just having a grand old time, answering some questions about what's like voice acting on the show. And it was just a grand old time. I loved it. Well, I even stayed around for some of the Q&A with fans, which is rare for me to do, but I mean, come on. They're just lovely people. And I loved seeing them just having a grand old time. Answering some questions. It was awesome. Yeah. FNAF Bluey.
Alright. I then went to that one. Then I'm pretty sure I was doing. Either I was like looking around, or I went back to the gaming area. I really wanted to do some gaming that day.
Of course. But alright, next up. Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Okay. If you don't know what this one is, let us tell you. Neutron Nexus is a, I guess now, annually, in a way, concert run by Jake Neutron and his group, where they basically run a mini concert of Jake Neutron songs.
5 specifically.
Yeah. The first ever one was last year, which he didn't attend, unfortunately. And I remember seeing Neutron Nexus 1, the video, and I'm like, man, I wish I was there because it looks so cool and fun. But luckily this year, we were able to attend, and oh my god, it was everything I ever wanted and more.
My voice was not ready for that.
But you know whose voice was ready for it?
Yours.
That and then one screaming fan behind us.
Oh my god! Let's talk about that fan, shall we?
Yes. So for context, there was someone dressed up as Wooly, which already on its own is awesome. I mean, cosplayers are cool now, and seeing the Wooly cosplayer was awesome. They were right behind us, and they're screaming. Like, their screams made me feel like I was at a Taylor Swift concert. Like, I hear them just like, oh my god, I love you, take their time!
Okay? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, they're just gonna,
I
I'm like,
the entire thing.
holy shit.
And without a doubt, I can probably hear her 50% of all the time.
Yeah. Wooly from Man's Adventure, yes! Yeah, it felt like a Taylor Swift concert. Which, hey, I didn't mind that at all. I thought it was funny. Pop
Yeah.
Up Girl.
Yeah.
But my goodness. But dude, it was just awesome, like, Jake Neutron, one of my favorite nerdcore musicians of recent, you know, stuff. I just love all the music they make.
It might have sounded like an annoying code.
Nah.
No, I keep that role to John.
Yeah. But yeah, they just did a bunch of songs and it was great. It was fantastic. I don't want to spoil too much because obviously they're most likely going to be releasing a video of the entire concert at some point. Officially. People have already uploaded their own recordings of the concert, but the full, you know, official concert video will come out eventually. And you know what? I need to grab something.
I know what he's about to grab and I already hate it for it. Yep.
Alright, so that. Let me know full Squid Game for this. Okay. So, actually, can you hold it for now? So, chat. When that official video eventually comes out, I want y'all to try to look out for a man that is holding this plunger up the entire time. Because, for those who know, this was a merchandise gift, whatever you want to call it, from Nerdcore PartyCon, where they basically sold a bunch of mini plungers, because at one point they threw out a plunger and someone was just like raving it up with plunger in hand, and then the day after they sold mini plungers and I'm like, well, now I want to get one for the funny. I want to get one.
I'm so disappointed about it.
What do you mean disappointed? Come on, you gotta commit to the funny. You have to. What?
Plunger.
Yes, a plunger.
Alright, Mario.
But yeah, well, when Neutron Nexus 2 the official video comes out, look out for someone that's just like raving it up with a plunger. That's me. if I'm gonna be trying to pay attention to myself to see if I see myself in the video. I'm gonna be paying attention to the plunger, and if so, I know it's me. And Nico. To an extent too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like front row-ish seats.
Second.
Yeah, second front row seats, which is still pretty good.
Yeah.
And we're at like the far right, I wanna say. So yeah. Keep an eye out for a plunger, chat. And you'll know it's us. Zero regrets getting the plunger, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure of it. What was it, like $10?
Yeah, it was $10. And plus, it's signed by Rocket Music, so come on. It's awesome. Alright. There we go. Also, nice stimmy with your leg. Nice stimmy with your leg. But alright. Oh, and now another highlight right after.
Alright, so
Have I mentioned I'm a fan of Indigo Park? If it wasn't obvious already, well, let me make it more obvious to you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. For this panel, they basically did like a general, not only just like update of Indigo Park, but they also talked about its progress with Chapter 2. They even did a little bitty recap of Chapter 1, which I need to play the video real quick.
I'm sorry, but we gotta have to put the full thing here because it's adorable.
It is adorable, but I just want to play this specific clip.
There's enough power to see.
Yes, this is real.
And from the voice actor Ramley as well.
Yeah, they got Rambley to basically narrate their own recap of Chapter 1. Which was very cool. And it was a nice way to recap anyone that doesn't know about Indigo Park going into it. Yeah. With that as well, I don't know if you guys saw, they did show us firsthand. We were the first people to ever see that Molly cartoon
Yes. Have
Yeah.
you seen that one cartoon of Molly and also like those little pirates?
Yeah, the Molly Ahoy, that cartoon.
Yeah, that one. We got early access to that.
Yeah, which was very cool. And not only that, the actual VAs, it was also a VA reveal
Yeah.
as well. The actual VAs of the 3 birds along with the pirate coyote.
Which I have a picture of them.
Yes, please do show.
Go full cam for the full webcam on this one.
Yeah, definitely. Hello, Gabriel's going well. Yeah.
As you can see, also the reflection of Indigo Park.
Yeah.
There we go.
I mean, look at that. All the new VAs were introduced there. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And some of the people that also worked on the panel, like, well, not on the panel, the game, like Unique Geese, creator of Indigo Park, Big Neutron that did all the most of the animations for Rambly, I think. Rick D, voice of Lloyd, other VA, voice of Rambly. I'm forgetting their name, but also the voice of the. What is the water dragon dude's name? God.
I mean, you could play the video.
Uh,
Come on, you need to show how he introduced every single
okay,
character.
fine, fair.
Oh god, I cannot stop.
Yeah, we'll play.
Someone please make that
I was a bit dazed and confused. I couldn't remember anything from right before I went into sleep mode.
Finley, thank you.
When I looked through the screen, I found a brand new guest. I took the
brand new guest.
all around the
Yeah.
park, and I got him excited for his stay. I even got him his own critic
Those
cop.
are so goofy.
I can tell he had so much fun meeting
I
me.
love the little
I
doodles.
even got to show him my favorite ride, Rambley's Railroad.
Yeah.
Do you know why
Did you-
Rambley Raccoon
I brought my
loves
Rambley.
Rambley's
We brought Rambley plush.
Why? Why?
Because I like trains.
Is that the
I took him to see all my friends.
Yeah.
The cop, Finley the sea serpent, Salem the skunk. I know you've been waiting to hear that.
It is.
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
What an just enough power to
No! Hold on.
No, it's fine. They don't have to know the entire thing. That's exclusive to us.
God damn.
But yeah, it was great. The entire panel was just great. And I forget the other person that was there, but they also did like most of the designs, I think, for the characters too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I forget who they are, but you were great as well. You were awesome. I'm very sorry I'm forgetting your name, but yeah. I think they were also at the examination panel too.
I don't remember very much.
I think I remember that. But yeah.
All I remember that in dissemination, the voice actor of Jumbo Josh was there. I'm
Oh,
Jumbo
yeah.
Josh, bro.
Yeah, they do most of the voices, I think, besides some of the
Not to
characters.
mention, unfortunately, but the most famous voice.
Among Us. Yes. It was great. And yeah, 2 highlights back to back.
We managed to see so many previews. Go back to the first one. There we go. We managed to see so many stuff to come for chapter 2.
Yeah,
As well as little new animation for
that is true. Yeah, I think it's gonna be played at like the beginning of chapter 2.
And oh my god, they made
Oh.
Family grab his tail!
Like, it was so cute. You have no idea.
The thing we witnessed that day, man.
It was awesome. Loved it.
I never felt so adored to this raccoon.
Right? They know what they're doing,
Yup.
and I'm happy they know what they're doing.
Yup.
And it's just made me more hyped for chapter 2, man.
Especially with the full-on redesigns here and there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. After that,
Just enough
oh.
power to see.
Up. Nope. First off, you need to take over.
Alright, so horrifying lore implicated in Splatoon. How do I start with this one? So, apparently I learned that us Splatoon players committed, Genesis.
Yep.
A lot of Genesis. To the point we killed so many goddamn summons. If you don't know Summon Run in Splatoon 2 and 3, we kill way more of the fish populations than in America. Which says a lot.
It does say a lot.
We kill over 1 billion, with a capital B, over 1 billion fishes.
Good Christ almighty.
Yeah. As well, I learned that a lot in Splatoon just happens. It just works. We don't question it, but it just works. I will say though, it was definitely a fun one, knowing some stuff about Splatoon, or at least that things that don't make any sense in Splatoon. But you know what? It works. We don't question it. It just works. I will say stuff, but I don't want to spoil too much of the Splatoon 3 story mode for this guy when he gets to play it.
If I ever do.
We're gonna play when Switch 2 arrives. I'm making sure of it. You are not living after like the first stream! What's up everybody, FNAF Nico here, about to take over the channel again. Yeah, there you go, get your butt back here.
Anyway.
But yeah, it was a fun little thing with Splatoon to learn. Us committing so much Genesis. And what else would you say? Probably a lot of other stuff I cannot say on YouTube. A lot of stuff happened on that one, which is amazing. Anyways, that's the horrifying lore implication in Splatoon. 10 out of 10.
Okay then. Anyways. But, let me tell you. While that was happening, I did something else Squid related. Squid Game, baby!
Yeah, we unironically did something Splatoon.
And I can't play that music for too long because I'm gonna get copyrighted. But yeah, while he was doing his whole Splatoon stuff, I was at Squid Game. Obviously not actual Squid Game, but basically a entire little like game of sorts where you basically got to play out some Squid Games in real life. And it was pretty cool, honestly. Oh, it wasn't intentional, but some people actually did come here as like actual Squid Game guards, which was awesome.
Oh, cosplayers?
Yeah.
Huh, I thought they were like theatrically people that.
Oh no.
Huh.
It was very fun. Obviously, you know, Squid Game, and you know, oh, but you're watering down Squid Game and it's meaning a message. No, okay, listen, this was just for fun. Let's just have fun. But yeah. Fuck it, I'll play Splatoon music. This goes to think what Squid music we're gonna get. But yeah, it was a fun panel. And for those wondering, I made it to the 3rd round, which honestly, not bad. Which means I made it past the red light, green light. I made it past the 2nd round, which is basically the one where they got everyone to like spin around this weird like contraption.
Like that one circle, and then you need to go.
You need to go into certain doors, but in this case, it was just like random groups and stuff. Yeah, I survived that one by the skin of my teeth. And the next one was tug of war.
I'm surprised the cookie didn't go first. Was the cookie even there?
No, but they just did like random ones from the show here and there. Which obviously with tug of war, these muscles weren't gonna win. Let's just be real. Which is fine, you know, all things considered. I'm glad I made it past the first 2 rounds at least.
Also, Mike said, "Y'all pumped for season 3?"
Hell yeah! I am at least.
No.
Yeah.
Squid Game is not just one.
Which is fine. I'll enjoy it myself. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And I got to meet a very cool person there by the name of Alexandria, which I am still talking to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I met a friend there, which was awesome. Was it interesting that it was with Squid Game? Yes. But I don't mind. It was great talking to them. And it still is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very, very glad I went to this one. And then to end it all off with day 3. Okay. Before you take over, I just need to say my piece. I'm gonna be real. I'm not that big of a Pokemon fan. And, well, I'm not really a fan in general. And I was mostly there just to support Nico, right? But I'm gonna be real. After like 10 minutes of this panel, I think, I was overwhelmed because, you know, Pokemon fans, you know, very passionate ones, were screaming, you know, interrupting while I'm trying to like learn about Pokemon. They're just screaming out and asking questions the entire time, which, you know, obviously for a hardcore fan like Nico, that's perfectly fine. But for me, that was trying to learn and it's new Pokemon, wasn't exactly the best experience, and I was overwhelmed and I kind of zoned out after 10 minutes. But you, on the other hand,
Full of energy on that one, alright. I was very much the opposite of him. But yeah, that was another fun panel, especially knowing like if recent Pokemon designs are kinda fawning in it. But like that, like, let's just say designs have been getting lazy at times, especially with the recent generations. Like, Flamingo is straight up just a flamingo. Hold on. Let me just show what I mean.
oh no.
It's straight up a flamingo.
Yeah. Up here.
They just... Now let me lower the brightness. Yeah, just straight up a flamingo and call it a day.
Yeah.
I don't know what's so special about it, but you know what? Sure, whatever. They get to the point where they call out. I don't think we got to that, no. I don't recall that, honestly. But, yeah, at the end of the day, I guess in results, no, they are not getting fun in it. Because in past generation, we've been getting this side also based sort of like that. For example, Trubbish is straight up a piece of trash with a face. How can you call that a Pokemon? Like, you go outside, you see a trash just laying on the side and just, yo, just a Trubbish! But yeah, otherwise, besides that, I managed to actually talk with a few other people there, which unfortunately I didn't get the contact or anything like that. I should have, honestly. They were so chill and so fun to hang out with. And also, it was
I was questioning if they were gonna take over as Nico's best friend, and I'm like, hold up.
No, you don't have to.
You were very passionate talking to them.
I mean,
well, you both were to each other.
Oh yeah, especially since I were a Snivy fan. Match perfect. Best friend. Oh yeah, they were really fun to hang out. They also brought a Mew fully printed in 3D. That the face could be ripped off. It was actually incredible yet terrifying. Oh yeah, the panel itself was great. I managed to talk to people. I managed to learn a few things about Pokemon here and there. Yeah, I say it's successful me.
Oh yeah. I'm glad you had a lot more fun than I did.
You cannot get into Pokemon like I can.
Yeah, I don't think I could. Skylanders is my Pokemon, basically.
Basically, I mean. Yeah.
But anyways, with that concludes day 3, which was the best day still.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely the best day. out of all the days. It
Yep.
was great. But with that,
I don't know. Me having a Snivy plushie, me talking about Pokemon this entire time when somebody showed up, me going to the Pokemon panel. Does it look like I like Pokemon?
yeah, I think you've already showcased that you like Pokemon.
I don't know. People are still questioning it. I don't think I proved it enough.
Fair enough. But hey, it doesn't matter because now it's the final day. Which is honestly the saddest day because it's like, man.
Also, something funny about the final day, we basically wore the same shirt that day.
Yeah, we were matching the Philza shirts that day.
Yup.
Similar with our. Yeah. Yeah. The last day of convention is always the saddest day to me because it's like, man, it's ending. I don't want it to end.
Don't be sad because it's ending. Be happy that it happened.
Also true. So we decided, well, we pretty much made the best out of our final day, I would say.
I started off kind of just going to the gaming area.
No, you didn't.
Honestly.
No, we started out with going to our first ever workshop, which you hated. So you know how I didn't have much fun at the last panel with the Pokemon? He didn't have a lot of fun with this workshop, which was basically making origami paper stars. Which I still have with me. Hang on. I have them in this paper bag with me. Thank you. Let me show you my my origami paper star.
Yeah, Mike, same. I also crush out.
Yeah. Check out these paper stars, chat. Look at that. They're literally just like origami paper stars. They're pretty cool. Maybe I could paint one of them to be like a Luna.
Just make it yellow, blue, red, and green and just put face on it.
Yeah. It was not the craziest workshop ever, but for free one, it was honestly fun. At least for me. I know you hated it.
Different experience, alright.
Yeah. But that's fine. It is what it is. But now, next up was this.
20 year of Momocon.
Yes. For those that don't know, unironically, the one Momocon we decided to go to, it was their 20-year anniversary. Which is crazy.
Yeah. It only took us 20 years to go to a Momocon.
Yeah. But I'm very happy we went to it.
Yeah.
It was great.
Mm-hmm.
We learned a lot about like what it was like at the beginning of Momocon during its early days, as well as just learning like what it took to basically run Momocon.
Yeah, it took like so many different. Momocon took place in different establishments, or at least in different buildings. This one being like the most used, from what I know.
Yes. This is like their home turf at
Yeah.
this point. And it's really cool.
Uh-huh. And that little fuzzy fella in the middle is the mascot of Momocon.
Yeah. Or at least one of the mascots they have.
Yeah.
It's really, it was very funny seeing them just like walk up just like, you know, like how mascots do.
Someone's saying that someone is gonna go to a convention in July.
Well, you gotta name the convention, dumbass. It's like, are you going to a certain convention? It's like, what convention? There's multiple conventions going on at once, dude.
That came out of the soul. My god.
Sorry, but you gotta give details. But also, no, we're not attending any other conventions in July.
If anything, I'm not even gonna be in July. Unless. He just wants me out.
I'll explain to you after the stream.
No need to. Don't have to.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, 20 years of Momocon was great. And we even got to learn some little sneak peek stuff of what's gonna be happening next year.
We also got to see like a video about like the entire Momocon
Yes.
experience from past to present. They were showing like stuff from early 2000
Like
to
2005.
present. Yeah,
It was great.
yeah. Have it all recorded. Unfortunately, we didn't put it here.
Yeah, we would have though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was that panel. Oh boy.
Like mentioned, I went back to meet up with Abby once again. Not only to get a, but this time to get a picture and a signed poster. And not just one random poster just dropped here, but also one made by our good friend Bailey.
Yep.
As soon as okay, so I saw her artwork on the first time I met with Abby. I showed her on DMs, just showing that her artwork was sitting there. Bailey just tells me in DMs, you need to get it. It
I
was
mean-
I straight up signed a side quest.
Yep. I mean, come on, you have to. If any of your friends' stuff is like there and buyable, you're gonna buy it to
Okay.
support your friend.
I had to.
Jinx. Anyway.
So yeah, it was also really cool. I had more chat this time, and also it was a great time talking to Abby again. And also shout out to Bailey for the awesome artwork, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, now I have 2 autographs from Abby, unintentionally.
And an official poster for Bailey.
Yup. Yeah, there's that my experience second round with Abby.
Part 2 electric boogaloo.
Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean.
The fact he doesn't know is a crime, chat, just saying.
I never heard someone say electric boogaloo or whatever.
I've heard it all the time.
I don't.
You need to fix that.
Sorry, buddy.
But while he was doing that, I went to this panel. Which, this panel is basically, so you want to be a furry? Well, here's a presentation made by your local furry trash expert. I mean, come on. I had to go. Hell, I edited for a furry. I had to go to this panel. Plus, I do honestly want to be able to learn more about furries and be able to learn more about the community as a whole, which is why I went to this panel. And to this day, I am saying you missed out on this panel. Even if you're not a furry, you should have gone to this panel.
Already going to that one furry VR thing. I think that's good enough for me.
We'll see about that.
What? Be antisocial.
I mean, I'm already that, so I'm already past step 1. But yeah, unironically, this panel was just great. It was great learning about, like, you know, what it takes to be a furry. Regardless if you want to, you know, be just like, you know, casual one, or you want to go all the fuck out. Either way, it was great. They even went into detail, like, discussing, like, how to make, like, your own persona, where to go to get, like, fursuits, and the person that was there, who was lovely, by the way, answered everyone's questions with delight. It was great. Loved this one. And yeah. If you want to become a furry, hey, be you, alright?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're agreeing just because I'm agreeing, or if you actually do believe in that. You think?
Again, I do not know anything about furry stuff, so I'm just now taking your word from it.
Fair enough. But yeah, it was great. And then finally,
The world of lost media.
yeah, I feel like you could take over this one.
Part of me, since does watch at times lost media from like video game, for example, I figured this would be something that would interest me a lot. Like Tetris Lost Bit, which I love their content a lot. So they showed like a bunch of stuff like the the lost. Hold on, I got a bunch of pictures here about like some of the topics.
Yeah, he took a bunch of pictures of this panel, guys.
Being the oh, I'm not gonna show it. Don't worry.
Oh,
Being the regular show Lost Flash pilot.
regular show.
Regular show, the Lost Pilot. Other being like King Kong vs Godzilla, Lost Toho, English dub. They also put the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared pilot, which I didn't even know, but it looked a lot different than before. Going to the Adventure of Sonic the Hedgehog pilot,
And yeah,
and a lot more.
and one of them was, yes, a Domino's Zap featuring Concentrate Pizza.
Which was probably one of the most hilarious one of them
Yeah.
all. I recorded the entire commercial about it.
But you can check the commercial out on your own. You can look it up.
There's literally the link right there.
There's always the link right there if
Just-
you want to check it out.
After the stream, come to this timestamp if there's even one. And yeah, just grab it there.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it was really interesting seeing some blood spits but like that.
Yeah. But unfortunately, after that, all conventions must come to an end, right? And so, after that,
The final photo we took together.
yeah. We were tired. You were exhausted at this point. So,
There wasn't much to it.
yeah. So at this point, we basically said our final goodbyes to Momocon.
And by goodbye, we mean just sit there and just wait for his mom to arrive.
Yeah. But overall, Momocon was fantastic.
Although we're not quite done yet.
That is true. Because we do have some other stuff we want to showcase.
AKA, our wall is begging for mercy.
Yeah. True. But before that, real quickly, just a quick little, real quick. So all the cosplayers that were there, these two slides that you seen was only just a small percentage of the cosplayers.
Some of the cosplayers we decided to take pictures with or take pictures of.
I mean, come on, can you blame us? Look at these cosplays, they're so cool. These were just like a small percentage. There were so many other cool cosplays around that we weren't able to get photos of.
Yeah.
But they were all fantastic. Like, look at them. Look how sick these cosplays are. So in general, just shout out to all the cosplayers.
Probably my favorite one was the one at the bottom right there.
Denzel Crocker, Fairy God Heaven.
Yeah. I know it's simple, but like just the addition of the net and Cosmo and Wanda plushies there, I just love it. Not to mention with the F, it's just the small details that catch your attention.
Yeah. In general, if you do any kind of cosplay at a sort of convention, you're doing great stuff. Regardless of how good or bad cosplay is, the amount of creativity that goes into a cosplay is great.
Yeah.
So if you think you have to cosplay, especially multiple cosplays for different days at a convention, or cosplay, you're incredible. You're doing some great stuff.
Ooh, really, Mike? I remember getting one weekend with a monthly cosplayer back in October, and oh, and boy, did he look ripped straight out of the game.
Yeah.
Can you send a picture if you don't mind, man?
Yeah. Just wanted to do a quick little false shout out here in general to all the cosplayers because again, y'all were fantastic. And I hope we get some more cosplays in the future because there are some very talented people at Momocon, man. I mean,
Yep.
very, very talented people as you. But with that, I think it's time we take some time to now chillax and show you all the merch that we got at Momocon. Which, oh boy, there's a lot
Yep.
to go through. So let me just, right there. Okay. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I say let's share the common stuff we bought first.
You know what? That's fair. I guess we should start out with one turn.
Yep.
Hang on, Seth.
Give us a minute.
Okay. About that. Yeah. Come in.
Just. We need to switch. Here.
Okay. So.
Anyways.
So, Seth. Are you fans of the Amazing Digital Circus by chance?
Yeah, just I was curious, you know.
So let's just say that, we were able to get these two motherfuckers.
Yep.
Both Jack's toys, which, unironically, would have probably been cheaper to get at that convention than actually getting it online. Because I'm pretty sure these were, like, sold before the terrorists took over. And so, yeah. We were able to get Jack's plushies.
They had also Pomni and Gummy Group,
Yes.
but I think Jax was just the silliest of them
Yeah,
all.
come on. Plus, I love Jax as a character.
Oh, absolutely. If they had Kane, I would have so bought that one.
Oh, same.
It's just so goofy with the eyes.
Yeah. It was very cool.
Yeah,
They're very cool plushies.
he's a really silly guy. 50% off. Jack toy.
Get your Jack toy.
Get a little laugh, boy.
Let me put like what
They
But,
probably won't be able to see it because of your chair.
That's fine. Whatever.
I think that's cool. Well,
But-
then it
well-
we bought shirts from the same area. We show that
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, we could. Shoot. Two of the shirts we have are the laundry basket.
I only bought one, remember?
Oh. Well, I bought two. One of them I already wore, so.
I just grabbed that one.
Yeah. Just for earlier context, I did also get at the Jake Neutron booth a bunch of merch. One of the merch was a Jack's Toy shirt. Actually, I'm wondering, can I find the shirt real quickly? If I look up Jake Neutron's store, fingers crossed, I can find it. Oh, I found this one.
Ooh, no.
Oh, I wonder or hang on.
Really?
Oh, it was exclusive. to
Damn.
Momocon, okay.
That's cool.
But just know there was a Jack's Toy shirt that I was able to get there. It's currently in the laundry basket and I'm not willing to go through my stinky laundry right now. But yeah.
However, I bought this shirt.
Amanda the Adventurer, I believe it's off of Play My Way,
Yep.
which is awesome.
Which also has Nick Neutron on the back.
Yeah. And I got the Neutron Nexus 2 shirt, which is very neat. And also, thank you, Neutron. It's all cartoon.
Yup. We just couldn't say no to the shirt merchandise.
Yeah, come on, are you kidding me? Alright, let's post it up here.
Yeah.
Sorry for forgetting. But alright.
I think next we move to the autograph.
True. So. Yeah. Okay. So,
You know, these little guys.
Yeah.
Ramblies.
the Ramblies. I think you should show off yours first.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, I got 2 autographs signed on my Rambly plushie. Not like on the front or anything, but on the back here. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can barely see it there. If I remember correctly, I got one from Reg D, which I love their song so much, and I know the next song that's coming.
Oh boy.
And also, I believe I got from the creator of Indigo Park as well, from what I remember.
And look at that. Kind of hard to tell, but
yeah, the thing that the Sharpie you gave me was tiny, so it's kind of hard to tell. But you know what? The sign is there, so who cares?
Yeah. Meanwhile, for me, I already showed you the autographs with Rambley's VA and Unique Keys. what I didn't show was back here. I was able to get one from Jake Neutron. He signed the Rambly plushie. One of Lloyd's VA, aka Rec D. He also signed it. And also the voice of Molly McCaw. Toasty Marshmallow, I believe.
I feel you need to burn that plushie now.
Burn it?
Lloyd. Bradley will not like to have Lloyd's name.
That's true. But you know what? It's fine. Yeah. I got a bunch of autographs on the Rambly plushie.
I'm just glad
awesome.
I am still annoyed that someone who I wanted to get their autograph didn't show up.
But I mean, at least you got two.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of autographs on our Rambly plushie, which is very cool and that. Yeah.
Alright, I think that's most of our common things about today.
Will you make a stream about Indigo Park Chapter 2? Duh!
Obviously.
Don't got me. We'll see.
Alright, so you wanna just stand at this point? Get rid of chairs and just stand?
You know what? Let's just stand. I'm gonna also raise our desk.
There we go.
Hi, chat.
You realize it's gonna take a while until we see your face.
That's fine. Just shows how tall I am compared to your short ass.
There we go.
Anyways, yeah. Now, do you want me to go first or you to go first?
You can go first.
All right. Let me show you all the stuff I got. So, Jack. Let me show you one of the gifts that Nico got me. Just in here. Nico was there. He gifted me some cool ass buttons.
A bingo and Bluey.
But come on, these are adorable.
I saw them and I just had to buy it for him.
Yeah, come on. I love them. Absolutely love them. And while we were at certain...
Oh, I did not grab mine of those. Those are probably downstairs.
It's fine. But while we were at it, during this day as well, some fans of both FNAF and Bluey were also handing out some Bluey and Golden Freddy, I believe this one is, little bracelets. Which, I mean, come on, how cool is that?
So It's Me one would fit very well there on with your plushie. It's the same color pattern.
Yeah, but it's me, Golden Freddy, FNAF, blah, blah,
It's your inspiration of OC.
blah, 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 blah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Now, if you know me about mechanical keyboards, let's just say that when I saw some mechanical keyboard stuff while I was there, I lost my shit. Which one of them was a clicker which glows. How neat is that? It's very satisfying.
It is.
And there's also a 3D printed one with different kinds of switches. I haven't put keycaps on them yet, but it's very satisfying. And not only that, the same person made the 3D printed quick key. No!
What happened?
The ribbon fell off! Shit!
Oh well.
It's fine, we'll fix it later. Anyway. While I was at it as well, I also was able to find some 3D printed keycaps.
Including this one that he got for me.
Of the Yoshi and the Chomp here. The
Piranha plant.
Piranha plant. Why do I keep calling it Chompy? You're not Skylanders. But one's of the cactus and the shark, and one's already on my mechanical keyboard right now. You can't see it, but it's things from Arcane and two cactuses.
Wonder why the cactus is, eh? Everybody gets the reference?
I mean, come on, I had to for the funny. When will Rye feel better? I don't know.
He's still hanging.
Yeah, we're still hanging though, we're still chilling. I also got myself the Momocon pin. I mean, with every single convention I went to, I've gotten a pin of some sort of. So I gotta keep the tradition strong. And I got a pin from Momocon.
I'm not much of that type of person personally.
But I am. And I like it a lot. Now, okay. This is one of my favorite pieces of merchandise from Jake's booth. At Jake's booth, they had these trading cards. And what I mean by trading cards, I literally mean like Team Neutron inspired trading cards. Let me open this pack just so you can see. Like, this is just a sample pack. In this one, it included a pack of Splotch, aka Steamboat Will, Rambly,
Hey there, buddy.
Ragatha. Now I know this is Jax's fault. Oswald. Stuck on the card, just my luck. Omni. Why is everything flat? An exclusive character, I think, that we have not seen before. Blue. Seems a bit square. But I have a feeling this is going to be featured on Jake's channel at some point. I just have a hunch. Remy, Jake Neutron's OC character that he sang a Song of Everlasting Fun cover of, which is very cool.
Yup.
The Counter, the Collector, Count Me In from the Owl House. And then just 2 copies of Jax.
Is this legal?
Well, I don't know. You tell the person right next to you. But yeah.
He bought 3 packs of them, but if we show all of them, we're gonna be here all day.
Yeah. But these are my favorite pieces of merchandise. I mean, come on. They're like literally like very foily, cool trading cards.
If you got some duplicates, you can hand them over. Okay?
Maybe I will. You just have to wait there. Yeah. I bought 3 packs of these, and I'm very happy with my purchase. Even though I did get a bunch of duplicates, it's fine.
Part of the trading card.
True. Alright. Oh yeah. So, for those who don't know, this is from FWA, a furry convention. I have some friends that are furries, and there was a booth just talking about FWA in the exhibit hall, so I'm like, you know what? They're handing these cards out for us. Why don't I just take one and trick my friends into thinking I went to FWA for the funny? Which I did.
I witnessed it.
Again, very funny. And I'm really glad. It's a nice little card. Making me believe I actually went to FWA when I didn't.
Oh boy, now we move to the posters.
Which, there is a ton of posters.
So, you think we can move the OBS and YouTube to the other thing?
What?
Testing.
Oh, sure. I was confused for a moment, like, wait, what are you talking about?
There we go. That's
Yeah.
more like it.
I mean, to start out with, my signed poster of David McCormack. I cannot wait to get this framed, dude. You have no idea. I'm so excited. Oh yeah. And if you thought that was the only piece of Jake Neutron merch I got,
Oh boy, you'd be absolutely fucking wrong.
I bought a lot of merch there.
A lot.
A lot of merch.
I think he bought more than what I did. I only got way more signed pictures.
Yeah. But you know what? It's fine. So I guess to start out with, they were handing out these free stickers to help promote the concert, which is pretty cool. I like the sticker a lot. Oh, and ironically, there was someone we met at the Indigo Park panel, and they noticed my Rambly shirt and my Rambly plushie, and they were like, you know what? We think you would like this plushie. Well, not plushie, sticker, which I do. I love the sticker plus. And they gave me a duck. I don't know where the duck is, but they gave me a duck as well. And I love them both to bits.
I still have my duck.
But again, speaking of Jake Neutron, I also got some sticker packs. One of Public Oswald, which is very cool because I'm a huge fan of Oswald. And a Rambly sticker pack.
Cause who could say no to that fucking raccoon?
Right? I mean, come on. You basically, when Rambly came to life, you basically hand forth your entire wallet to Rambly. And that's just the rule. I don't make the rule. But to show off one of the posters I got.
Pretty sure you got that by spinning a wheel.
Yeah, they were. I won this poster by spinning the wheel. Have I ever been to this convention? No. Do I think it's funny to own because of Creepy as Mickey there taking a selfie? Yes.
And Creepy Ash gets him right there next to Hulk.
Oh, true. Jeez. But I still think it's a cool poster. Along with that, though. Well, let me just pull them all up. Make things easier. So I got a bunch of posters. Oh, it was there. One of the posters was Amazing Digital Circus one.
Funny Jack poster.
How cool is that? Artist fan made one, but I find it adorable, personally. And it's very neat.
It's okay to buy those type of posters, alright?
Yeah, of course.
No shame on it.
Very true to that. Another one was this Murder Drones poster, which I absolutely love.
The art style on that one is so good.
Yeah, look at this dude. It's like the perfect mixture of cartoony, but still keeping it faithful to the original. It's awesome. I love it.
Absolutely.
Now,
Hey kid. Hey kid. You should drink some ketchup.
I just got this because it's funny. I mean, come on, it's sand, sticky ketchup. It's awesome. Which you also got a poster from the same artist,
Yes, I did.
which you'll be showing soon enough.
Yep.
But yeah, it's sand, sticky ketchup. I thought it was funny, and I thought the artwork was really cool, so I got it. Would I recommend you drink ketchup? No, drink water. But you know.
Ketchup is still good.
And also, I mean, come on, I had to. The Good Enough poster.
That song has been playing in my head ever since we started the music.
Honestly, it stuck in our heads. And I mean, come on, after getting to see a sneak preview, I wanted to commemorate the moment by getting a neat little poster,
Yup.
which I absolutely love. And I think other than that, that's everything I got in Momocon.
Meaning is my turn now.
Yes, please show your side. While you do it, I'm gonna switch the music.
Alright, give me something Splatoon related.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You got it, sir.
Alright, where do I...
I think you start out... I think you should start with the plushies.
Alright. Alright. Obviously, as you guys already saw, the Snivy plushie. This is probably the best treasure we could have found at Momocon. I am very biased by this beautiful of a plushie. Really soft. The only thing I'm kind of meh about is mostly the eye being plastic.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't mind it too much. It's still a soft plushie. And still love it. Definitely putting it on top of the shelf when I get back.
Hell yeah.
Staying at my mom's without a doubt.
Here, let me move the post.
Yeah, I don't want to step on any of them.
Yeah. Hey. Be enough room for you. Oh yeah, we can probably move the stairs back as well.
Alright. Also, since I know my sister's not gonna be watching, never. You forgot to show something.
Oh! Right. We can show it together after.
You know what? Yes. Since my sister's not gonna be watching the stream, I got her some Stitch stuff. She's a massive fan of Stitch for some reason without watching the shows or movie or anything like that. She just likes the character a lot.
I am the same way, except I've watched all the Stitch media.
Yeah. Got her the little, and also kind of put in the window type of Stitch, and also this pup, which I find it really adorable.
It is very adorable.
Yeah. So more to the Stitch collections he has. Why am I supporting it?
Because it's Stitch. Or, I mean, how? Just recently, I got this Stitch not Amiibo.
Amiibo!
Disney Infinity figure, just because the figure itself is really cool. I love Stitch.
I ain't done solo challenge, alright? As shown before, the signature of Abby and the Smash Bros box, which
Let's go.
I am never selling this ever again. This is staying with me till the grave.
Good.
If I'm dead, bury this with me. This is a precious treasure, okay?
Alright.
Of course, I got the Pokemon cards from the raffle.
Yeah. Which I did seem people say you should open them. If you want to.
Stitch Amiibo for Mario Kart World. You can unlock him as the secret character. Legit.
Very legit.
Oh no. Do I open this chat? Final time. Asking final time. Do I open it? I'll wait until we can respond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Also, I think that there was also on day 3.
Yeah, it's the neat.
They let us choose our little starters card. They handed us like little starter Pokemons. And I also went with Snivy.
Yeah. I've never checked out any Pokemon related, obviously, but just off design alone, I like Squirtle, so.
We always appreciate Squirtle Squad.
And plus, hey, water. I'm gonna go with water no matter what.
Also, alright, guess we're opening this.
Oh shit. Alright, let's see what's inside.
Alright, guess we're not opening this.
Do you need my help? I know how to open it.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see what's inside. Alright.
Alright, that's the QR code just in case.
Just go open them up as you do.
Okay. Okay, so we got. Okay, we got Horn Rod. We have Elsie.
Okay.
Oh, Lavish gonna love that one.
Oh.
Arbsol.
Okay.
Ooh, Cedra.
I like the look of this one.
Oh, no way. Really?
River Wing.
That's cool. Alright, you got your classic. I cannot read that.
Cassiopeia?
I think so. Okay.
Don't know who they are, but cool.
Yup. I do know, but I don't. We got Meowth.
Oh shit.
Wait, is that? Oh, really love the text on that one.
Oh,
Really
nice.
shiny. Axe you, my boy. Yo.
I think the mic peaked when you saw that.
Probably. Ooh. Ooh. This one is a nice shiny on it.
Nice.
Of course.
Is that the end?
Yep. And that was it.
Cool.
Of course, I gotta say.
And plus they were free.
Yup.
Very neat.
My non-existent collection. And speaking of cards, I also got the End Regium here, which again free because I won it on a raffle. So we take those.
Hell yeah.
And I'm keeping this code with me just.
Of course.
Alright. I also got myself.
Yeah, show that one off. Come on.
Big man.
He got one, boys.
Okay, unironically, I got this on the day I was searching for Snivy, okay? Like, I was searching for Snivy. I turn around and I see this big boy. Mine.
Mine.
I cannot say no to Big Man outright. He's just so fucking goated. And especially the silly face on it. It's so adorable. Unfortunately, I couldn't find Shiver or Fry. Or Pearl or Marina. But you know what? We take Big Man every day of the week. Hey.
Bro, you're about to slap me with that plushie with how close they were to me.
Just like in VR chat.
Literally.
Yeah. 6 plus. Second favorites. Not being always being one.
Next up, Nico, what do you have?
I may have not found the plushies of Shiver and Fry, but I got these cool little keychain pins.
Ooh,
thing,
look at that.
which are really adorable, especially for your pixel art style.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Hopefully I will be able to find a good use to them.
I guess it'd
Which
be in like
also-
Christmas ornaments, maybe.
Maybe. Which also got this little buddy pin, which is so stupidly adorable.
I can't even deny that. It looks awesome.
It's so goofy. And I love it. Little
Hell
buddy.
Yeah.
There was someone with a cosplay of Agent Ray from Splatoon 3 that had the little buddy plushie, which I
Okay.
wanted, but it's like $400.
Jeez.
Yeah. More pins to show.
Let's go.
Probably one of my favorite pins I probably bought, but Steven Universe, baby. A pin of the sword and shield of Steven and Connie. More epic you cannot ask, especially since they are attached together. Love that. And also the artwork came with it, so I gotta take it. It's
Yeah.
a really sick poster. Oh yeah. If you guys remember the Steven Universe band,
Yes.
they were selling merchandise in there. And I got myself a cookie cat.
Of course you did. Unfortunately not edible, but they were selling edible ones.
They were
right.
selling
Yeah.
edibles, yeah. I just didn't want to go with those.
Of course.
As I feel I'm not gonna like it, I'm gonna spend like $15 for nothing.
Damn.
I mean, I don't wanna just buy something to waste food.
Fair enough.
Yeah. It's a 3D printed cookie cat.
How epic is that?
Oh, it's a frozen tree.
Oh my god.
While also buying the Stitch Funko Pop, as shown earlier, I got myself an Eclipse,
Let's go, Eclipse.
which I have not opened at all. I have not seen outside of the box. I probably won't until I come back. Until I leave.
Fair enough.
But yeah, just looking at it from the box, the details on this thing is so damn good. Like, Funko, why did you cook so hard on them?
I mean, yeah.
It was either this or Banjo-Kazooie, honestly.
I think you went with the better one.
Yes. Alright. I think that's technically almost everything. Besides that one thing that we're gonna show last. Now, we got a good amount of posters to show here.
Oh boy. So be careful when grabbing everything.
Alright, let's just show the little.
Yeah.
As shown before,
If you can even grab them.
All 3 autographs of the Sonic team.
Yeah, look at all that, dude. Jesus Christ.
Just straight up a blessing. Knuckles, Sonic,
Flash Shadow.
and Shadow, yeah. And Tails. I like how I kind of went with a different style for each with the posters. Tails being from the movie. Sonic and Shadow, Sonic X. And also for Knuckles, Generation. Which honestly, pretty sick going with them unique. I will give myself credit to that.
Yeah.
And of course, the artwork that Bailey made, that Abby signed. To support my good lad Bailey.
It's very cool.
Indeed. Her watermark and everything is there. So damn cool. Never thought I would ever own one of her artworks. If anything, I thought I would just commission her for an OC of mine, but you know what? This is something better.
Yeah.
Luckily, the picture also was free, so I didn't spend too much. Now, more to my Snivy obsession. While Super here was searching for the Snivy,
Yeah.
in case he didn't find the Snivy plushie, he found this for me, and it's so damn adorable.
I am glad for that.
It's so squishy.
Jesus Christ.
I like Snivy,
I can tell.
and I'm definitely gonna try to keep that for as much as I can, because oh my god, it's so adorable. Snivy, my beloved. And just like Super here, I also got myself Indigo Park.
I mean, come on. It's rambling. You have to. You have to.
Yes, I cannot wait to stick the crying rambling on my wall to remind about my work. Why stickers time?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got a bunch here.
Yeah, you might want to open that one up.
Yup.
If you know how to pull it apart. There you go.
Get out, you stickers. There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, dark together.
It's like they're stickers.
Chad banned him in real life.
My stream!
Anyways, just like Super, I also got these two.
But you got a different Rambly sticker.
Oh
And a
yeah.
different art style, which is cool.
I honestly didn't notice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It had like the same poses, it's just more detail, I think yours is.
Yeah.
I also got. Hold on, I think
Don't take my sticker sheet.
I also got these little ones.
Look at that.
They had a discount if you buy 3 for 10. So I decided to take the good lads.
Very good lad.
Bonnie, DJ Music Man, and Eclipse. Because I fucking love them. Probably my top 3 favorite of the bunch. But very cool, honestly. Gotta find a way to stick them on
Also,
something.
no, we're not giving you any of them. This is for us.
Yeah, we pay for these stuff.
Exactly.
And again, like Super, I couldn't say no to this.
But yours is smaller.
Mine is smaller, that's true. Which, honestly, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
It still looks sick. I did also buy a keychain, but I have it on my backpack. I didn't bother taking it
Oh,
out.
right. But it's
Anxiety.
anxiety there. But it's
Yeah.
a keychain.
Yeah,
It's cool.
which is really sick. Oh boy, and we move to the big ones.
Yep.
Where's that one?
Yeah.
Starting off, this deep cut poster.
It looks sick.
It does. Like, oh my god, the details on this is so cool and clean. I love my Splatoon artwork that I get. Oh, bye. In this case. Yeah, it's safe. I like it. Now, probably my favorite artwork that I bought. And from the same person from the pins that I showed earlier.
And from the same person that made the Stance poster I showed before.
This shiny Steven Universe poster.
It looks incredible.
It looks absolutely goated. This is totally spoiling forward to the season, by the way.
It's fine.
I mean, you've seen the movie, so you know the
Yeah.
time. But yeah, it looks so damn good, and I love those shiny on it so much. When I saw this, I was like, Wallet, I am so sorry.
But it took me some convincing for me to be like, dude, come on. You're here for a reason.
I'm here to spend money.
Yeah, so spend money on sick-ass posters like this.
Yeah. When are we gonna get a new Steven Universe, Rebecca? But I think with that, that's everything I bought when it comes to posters.
Except one last thing that I forgot to showcase before. Let me grab it.
This is another thing we both bought, which is stupid. I'm grabbing mine. It should be short enough for you guys not to see it.
Alright. Ready?
Yep.
So. Yeah, so chat. At the exhibit hall, there was a State Farm booth where, you know, if you filled out some info and stuff like that, you would be given a free bobblehead with your face.
Why the hell not?
Exactly. I got the gamer bobblehead because, you know, I'm such an epic gamer.
I got an ice cream for the funny.
Yeah. I mean, come on, how could we not? Yeah.
It's stupid, but also funny, and also not sponsored.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by State Farm in any way, shape, or form. We just, like, need bobbleheads.
Yes.
And other than that,
I think that is pretty much it.
yeah, that concludes the stream.
Yep.
So, again, this entire convention experience, Momocon, was fantastic.
In conclusion, it's definitely worth to go.
Absolutely, 100%. If you
Just make sure to bring a lot of money.
Yeah, because we had a budget going into this.
We definitely spent over it. We were supposed to spend like maybe what, 400? Possibly?
Yeah, we definitely spent more than that. But it's fine. Because we had extra money on us anyway.
Yeah.
So, highly recommend, even if you have a budget going into it, bring extra money just in case.
Yeah.
Because you never know.
I surprisingly still have a lot of my budget, but I spent so much money on my PayPal. My wallet is fine, but my PayPal is not.
Meanwhile, my wallet is crying. Oh yeah. Other than that, chat, I think it's time that we end the stream here. So, thank you for everyone that stayed during this almost 3-hour stream.
Oh my god.
I wonder if Brandon is asking us to join him now.
Let me check actually. Oh yeah, we might join on Brandon's stream later today, so keep an eye on that.
Pretty much. Alright.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. But other than that, chat, thank you everyone that stayed. We very much appreciate it. Hearing
Very
us
much.
just talk about Momocon.
Yep, nerd out about the whole event.
Yeah. If you did stay during this entire stream and have not stayed, you know, not subscribed, please, what are you doing? Splurp that subscribe button
He's
today to
almost
say
at
hi.
7K. Get
Whoa.
them to 7K.
Yeah, I'm close to 7K, dude. Please, subscribe.
I already reached my 13.8, I believe.
Yeah, you're close to 14K.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So, other than that, Thank you to everyone that has come. And I will see all of you in the next cartoon, wherever that may be. Bye!
Bye.